Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. We've got a few things to react to today. Gonna hang out for a bit. We're gonna, apparently my earbuds are gonna shut off and then reconnect. Okay, it's gonna be that kind of a night. Alrighty then. So, last night I apologized for the stream just kind of going. We lost the network, and then this morning we woke up to no power, so that was fun. We had no power for about 4 hours, and the house got down to like 18 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what that would be in Fahrenheit. I don't know, like 30 something, 40 something, 50 something. That's what it would be. Got to be in the 50s in the house. It was cold. It was cold. I didn't like it. Not in the, I don't know. Hold on, let's find out. What is 18 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
You know something fucked up I just discovered?
What?
18
The
degrees
cheap
Celsius is
dollar
16.4
store
degrees
orange
Fahrenheit.
Pico tea.
Uh-huh.
They have a little slit at the bottom of those little tabs so you can just hook the string in it around the handle. So you know when you pour the water, the thing doesn't flop in.
Yeah?
I have never seen that on any of the fucking expensive ass gourmet tea bags anywhere. Have you? Not even your blueberry shit you're drinking doesn't even have it.
Nope, I have only one of those left.
Ooh. Well, $5, sing a jingle, get a box of tea.
Yeah, that's true. There's a new way to experience your donation. If you send in a donation to streamlabs.com/blindpress, yes.
For $50, I will do the Jolly Green Giant.
If you send in a $5 tip to streamlabs.com/blindpress and if you put a message in the thing, I will sing it in the form of a jingle. The Brill cream, just a dab will do ya, or something like that. Like Green Giant, ho ho ho. I'm not gonna do the Green Giant because that's Pincalo's thing. But yeah, I will sing your message in the form of a jingle. The other day I went out and it was 27 Fahrenheit in shorts, t-shirt, and just my light jacket, and I was fine. What is wrong with you people? Am I just like a reptile person and I don't even know it? Is that what it is? Am I just a lizard person and I've never been aware of it my whole life? 'Cause I hate cold. I cannot take it. I am a big bitch when it comes to coldness. That's just what was I gonna say? Sorry. Yeah, I hate the cold. I cannot stand the cold. But yeah, so we woke up and the house was like 64 degrees, which no, I'm not okay with that. Too cold. Too flippin' cold. So yeah, we've got a few videos to react to, and then we're gonna jump in and play some Diablo again. I looked up today whether Path of Exile was accessible. It's not. It's not. It's got colorblind accessibility. Oh, well, yeah. That would help. I'm like 150, so And I think I have really low iron. So that's the other problem. I've got stupidly low iron. So that's a problem. But yeah, there's a new way for you to experience your donation, for me to sing your message. So streamlabs.com/blindpress. It's in the description there. And I think we're going to start our videos off with Brandon shooting at a Cybertruck. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to take our first video and watch the, what's it called? Testing how bulletproof the Cybertruck really is. So let's get into this, because Brandon's always great with these, and I wanna listen to this. So
now you've seen every broccoli-headed streamer on the planet shoot the Cybertruck to test if it was bulletproof.
If it ricochets, it's not gonna.
If it wasn't meant for us to die, we're not gonna die.
Like 9 times out of 10, they pop it a couple times with a 9mm and then call it a day.
Oh, thanks, Bishop. It's been a shitty month. We lost the van just before Christmas, and then we got a new car, and then one of Pincalo's clients backed into the car, and so now the car's in the shop, and so it's please, if like any, this is why I'm being such a fucking DSP about the Streamlabs link. Yes, I will acknowledge it. But yeah, it's been a month.
I am curious though exactly how bulletproof the outside of a Cybertruck is, just in case my bastard neighbors take another attempt on my life. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be taking a variety of different weapons and different calibers and stepping it up to see exactly how much a Cybertruck will stop.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. He's gonna use multiple different guns and calibers. This is gonna be great. I really hope he's not shooting at his own Cybertruck at this point. I mean, maybe he could afford it, but who knows?
So today we're gonna get downright scientific and see just how bulletproof the Cybertruck really is. Okay. And then might get a little silly with it.
Oh,
now, only certain parts of the Cybertruck are actually rated to be bulletproof, so to speak. Those parts include the doors, which is the only part I really give a shit about, to be honest. I mean, if I'm getting shot at, I want me protected, not the people I have tied up in my trunk.
Brandon, oh God. That's too funny.
This bad boy, not only is it fun to drive, but it's also been a pretty good prop here on the channel. So instead of shooting this one, I'm actually going to be shooting a Cybertruck door that I was able to find. So
okay, so he just got the part he needed. That's smart, because I was gonna say I think if I was him, I definitely would not shoot my own Cybertruck, because those things are a little bit expensive.
We're going to be shooting this piece by piece with different calibers to see exactly how much damage it does until we get to something that stops it. Let's be honest, we're not going to stop there. We're just going to keep shooting shit out of it. Starting out, obvious place, 22 LR in the MP7 at home, no less. So load up a couple of these and we're going to see if it stops on the Cybertruck door.
So we're starting with 22, which pretty small, obviously. So I have a feeling that the door's gonna stop it.
Spoiler alert, it should. I mean, it really fucking should. And firing. All right, so got a little bit of a dent.
Listen.
And truck door. Spoiler alert, it should. I mean, it really fucking should.
Listen.
And firing.
Tink! That literally sounded like a fucking pellet gun.
All right, so got a little bit of a dent. Not really much, to be honest. It looked worse coming up to it, but now, like, when I look over the top of it, it's, yeah. Nothing major, but that was honestly to be expected. So if you're attacked...
The 22 wouldn't go through. Oh, would... Oh, it didn't.
By a squirrel hunter, the Cybertruck has you covered. Moving on up, this next one is for all you
Shot by a
stalkers.
squirrel hunter.
Attacked by a squirrel hunter, the Cybertruck has you covered. Moving on up, this next one is for all you Stalker and Tarkov fans. We have a 9x18 Makarov, basically just a spicy 380.
Okay.
This one's actually a Narenko one, so that's kind of cool. I have a huge Makarov collection. I just love these little fucking things for some reason. Probably one of the more complete ones, I'd think, but maybe one day I'll show them off, see if that's something that interests you guys. But for now, I'm gonna shoot a truck door.
I'm just gonna fanboy over these guns for a minute. Then we're gonna shoot a truck door.
3, 2,
Two.
1.
Ah!
There we go.
Again, it sounded more like it sounded like it just went pchink into the door. It doesn't sound like it. Like I was expecting to hear the door go like ding or something like that. I guess it's better than I thought. Yeah, the doors are supposed to be rated bulletproof on the Cybertrucks. So that's what he's testing.
So we see a little bit of a deeper impact, a lot of a deeper impact actually. A little bit of texture on that. It's all right, it's good. It's great flavoring for your food. It's kind of like MSG, really. Next up, BZ61 Scorpion in 32 ACP. Now, just in case you owe money to the Czech mob.
Oh, God.
Which I don't, for the record. Just putting that out there.
Oh, Brandon. This is too funny. This is why I wanted to start the stream off with this.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Saw that.
Let's hear that again.
3, 2, 1. Saw that, right?
Did it go through?
All right, Scorpion submachine gun.
Oh, Jesus. That was an escalation. Let's go with, we'll go 3 single shot guns and then we'll go to a Scorpion submachine gun.
Did not fare much better than 9x18. In fact, I would actually say that's less of an impression. It's not about the size of the round. It's about the motion and the
They
ocean.
are super usable.
In this case, not a lot of motion either, so you're just fucked, I guess. Next up, we can take these off. We're going for subsonic 9mm out of the MP5 SD for drip factor alone. If you played Wet Work on Call of Duty 4, we can be friends. All right. Right. I don't know if it's because I had the ears off, but you could hear that thunk on the door was way more solid.
Yeah, it was. Let's back that up.
Friends. All right.
Yeah, that was definitely a thunk on that door. That was... The other 3 were more like chink. And that one was like thunk.
Not to do that. Don't mind me, I'm looking for the TV remote.
Oh.
It has been lost again. How's it going? Whose Cybertruck is it?
It's not. It's, he found a door.
Oh.
And he's testing the door because they're supposed to be bulletproof anyway.
Yeah, the doors are supposed to be bulletproof, but the glass Elon proved wasn't bulletproof at all.
Yeah.
That, by the way, I want to use that as an example for something.
What?
His ability to troll. I think he did that on purpose.
You do?
I think he put plate glass in there intentionally to mess with everybody. Because this guy, people don't realize, Musk is that autistic. I believe he's just getting a rise out of everything he's doing. Okay? I think he didn't think when he did the hand to heart thing. I give you my heart, I give you my heart, I give you my heart. Yes, okay? Yes, I just did the same gesture too, okay? And yes, it does really look the same way from this angle.
Right.
So how do you not see it the first 3 times you do it? So my guess is that when he did it, he went, screw it. Because that's what I would do. Look at me. How much do I go, well, I'm already here. I'm already on fire. Might as well drink some gasoline while I'm at it.
So did you remake your thing?
What?
Did you remake your character? Or are you working on your seasonal character?
Huh? I'm I'm not done yet. Play your videos. Focus on your shit, woman. Leave me alone.
Okay, fine.
I don't know if it's because I had the ears off, but you could hear that thunk on the door was way more solid.
Boom.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Still some lead in there too.
There's still some
puncture.
lead
So
in
now,
the door.
we move up to supersonic 9mm.
Ooh.
Now for supersonic 9mm, we're going to be using my Staccato XC. Fucking love this handgun. Firing.
Thunk. That was definitely another good thunk into the door. This is amusing me. I don't know why. The sounds of this are just really fun.
We're definitely seeing a lot more of an impression there. Look at the difference between subsonic and supersonic. That's fucking crazy.
Well,
That is proving something that I've said on the channel quite a lot, and something I think we're going to prove here in a second even more, that what punches through armor, what punches through shit like this, is all about speed. So a big round that's slow and fat is not going to punch armor as well as a small round that's really quick.
That's a good point. And I don't know anything about ballistics, but that's a very, very good point, because the more inertia something has, the less it's going, other way around. The more, I'm just going to shut up. He's right.
You saw the difference from speed there, where this is going to go. To really test this, we've got the 45 ACP. The round so full of stopping power that it single-handedly won 2 world wars. Something about the 45 ACP, though, is that while it is a very heavy projectile,
Good.
I mean, that is just a chunker of a bullet there, it is also pretty slow. I think
Wow, listen to it. Listen to it as he feeds it into the gun. It sounds huge.
I mean, that is just a chunker of a bullet there. It is also pretty slow. I think most 45 ACP is naturally subsonic. So we're going to see how that fares. I'm going to try to put this right above there. I put that 9mm, and we're going to see how it compares.
Thunk.
So while the 45 ACP that we're using here is about twice the weight of the 9mm that we used, the impression really isn't any deeper. It's a little wider because it's a fatter round, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's deeper than the 9mm.
That would make sense, because it's too heavy to move with any speed worth mentioning. So it's not going to make a big hole.
But we already kind of knew. I mean, fucking Elon shot this with a 45. A bunch of people have shot it with 9mm, including, by the way, I do want to point out, somebody said that this could withstand AK fire. It was a clip that was going super viral. It's like, oh, bro, the Cybertruck will stop an AK. All right, maybe simmer. That AK in the clip was a fucking 9mm. It's probably some like Palmetto AKV or something like that. Not really the same thing.
That's funny. That's funny. That's cheating. That's not a real AK.
I'll be dead serious here. I have no idea if the next shit that we're going to test is going to be stopped or if it's going to punch right through, but you know what? That's why we do it. Science. Now, when we're talking speed, I would be remiss if I did not mention the FN57. This bad boy fires, shocker, 5.7mm by 28. It's basically like a small rifle round. It's like a little shrunk down 5.56.
Okay.
Very fast, and is actually notorious for certain types of ammunition being able to punch through ballistic vests, like 3A armor.
Oh,
Very
that's
rare
scary.
for a pistol to be able to do. But let's see how it fares against the Cybertruck door. Yeah, I forgot the trigger's kind of dog shit too. There we go. You put one a little lower, that's like right on the line. There you go.
There was like no impact sound at all on that shot. Like that made no impact noise.
Oh, it wanted to punch so bad. Right in there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is a teeny crack right there in the pocket of that crater. Not really any down there though. So that's actually really interesting. So these are our 257 shots. That actually, I was kind of 50-50 on whether that was going to punch through, but now I guess we're just going to have to get bigger.
Okay.
This is the Desert Eagle, the Cybertruck's only known natural predator.
The Cybertruck's only known natural predator. Yeah, it's just because Brandon shot the back seat of his Cybertruck.
Aside from the cartel boss drip, this one is actually not chambered in 50 AE, but instead 44 Magnum, as Callahan would say.
The most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off.
Feel free to go ahead and pause and take your bets on this down in the comments, because this one is real, like after 5.7, I don't know what to fucking think anymore.
I think that one is probably gonna make a hole. Like, not a big hole, but I think it's gonna do something.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that looked like it might have done it. That is actually really cool, because it didn't really even like puncture so much as it just like, it was just the raw energy of the round tore the material itself.
Oh shit.
In 3 different little flaps here.
That's insane.
Hypersonic small caliber will do more damage than large caliber on something like that, unless it's armor piercing. It all has to do with like molecular shit.
That's insane. Like, what he just used was...
You can kind of see, if you come over here, you can see just like the actual material itself just ripping, especially up from the top.
Fun fact,
Now on the backside
you
here,
can get shot in the leg with a 22, and it'll come out your neck.
Ugh. No thank you.
yeah, you can see the Projo kept going there and ripped through. This is obviously a lot skinnier here on the backside. This isn't the bulletproof part, and this is fucking cool. It actually carved off the jacket.
Oh shit.
So that there is the copper part, the jacket of the 44 Magnum. That's super fucking cool. So if you're driving through a bad neighborhood, don't piss off Clint Eastwood, I guess.
Yeah, don't get shot by yeah, that's kind of scary. Getting a 44 Magnum shot through your door. No thank you.
Just for shits and giggles, we actually do have a real 50 AE Desert Eagle, and it is this absolute fucking drip machine. The flashlight here is just really fucking insult to injury. God, this is so actually usable, it's annoying. This one is actually not mine. This is the current Firearms Direct Club giveaway gun, and I can't tell you literally any more than that because YouTube fucking hates that shit. But
yeah, YouTube's like, giveaway gun, oh my god, you can't give away a gun, that's irresponsible, the gun will take a life of its own and kill people.
I can tell you, it's probably gonna go through
Or
a Cybertruck
something.
door. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no fucking problems there.
Right through.
Straight through and through. Basically the same thing the 44 did, but with a much bigger hole, which pretty much could be the slogan of the 50 AE, to be frank. Now, back in the realm of shit I'm not sure about, we have...
I think I'd like to use that phrase. Back in the realm of shit I'm not sure about.
have the 12-gauge shotgun. This is
Oh,
the
God.
KSG-12. You might recognize it. It's usually on the wall behind me when I film. We are using S&B buckshot. Will this penetrate the Cybertruck door? I'd certainly
don't know.
hope so. Again, really not sure. Bird shot, target load, stuff like that, that shit's gonna glance right off. I don't really think that would be a problem.
Right.
Buckshot, it very much depends on distance, which is a good thing because I'm actually gonna be backing up a decent bit because, you know, not a big fan of ricochets.
Oh, what's wrong? You don't want the shit to ricochet and smack you in the face? You don't want hot buckshot in the face, Brandon? Come on. Come on.
Controversial statement. You know, bullets lose the vast majority of their energy when they hit a target straight on, like a solid target or anything. That being said, I've been the recipient of ricochets from shotguns before. Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, no
It's a fool me once kind of thing.
Fool me once. Shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
I forgot about that Bush quote. Oh my Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't. Oh.
Firing.
Ka-chunk.
No shit. Peppered it pretty fucking good. But
It didn't go
actually,
through?
I'm kind of surprised by that. Huh. The pattern was a lot bigger than I would have thought for that distance. Just, I guess, a little bigger. And those did not do nearly as much as I expected. We could
So you can shoot a Cybertruck with a 12 gauge shotgun, and it will be okay.
actually, we'll probably shoot this from a little closer, see if it's any different. I'm gonna shoot toward the middle this time. Buckshot, round 2. There you go, much tighter pattern. Damn, Cybertruck, I see you.
Damn. It actually took it. That's insane. That is insane that the Cybertruck actually won the battle between the shotgun and wow, that's crazy.
So if you're in a Cybertruck, I guess you can fuck the farmer's daughter. Probably do that anyway. He probably thinks you're a fat. Now for probably the most common rifle in the United States, the AR-15.
Oh no, not the dreaded AR-15. It might blow a hole right through the whole door.
One is a Radiant. I actually like it a lot. Kind of half gamered this one out for some night vision shit. Today we're going to show how velocity defeats everything. 5.56 travels at roughly 3,000 feet per second, and with a 223 diameter bullet, I don't think that this is actually going to be any sort of a challenge for defeating the Cybertruck.
No,
we'll go for the bottom left here in 3.
I don't know shit about shit when it comes to guns and ballistics, but I think I'm pretty sure this bullet will go right through.
2, 1. Don't think that one's a problem.
He now has a door with holes in it.
I just bent over to explain that we just Swiss cheesed the door with a rifle round. And I did not realize this was a live Coca-Cola. But the spalling from the other side made it not that anymore. So yeah, most of you probably could.
Oh no! His Coca-Cola is all full of grossness now. That sucks.
Seen this coming, but the 5.56 was able to just punch holes in it. It just is traveling so fast and carries so much energy because of that. Even though it's only, what, a 55 grain projectile, it's just the speed is what defeats armor. Which is why the majority of police vests, you know, like soft armor vests, anything like that, great at stopping pistol rounds. But as soon as you get a rifle round into the equation, there's just not a lot you can do about it.
Not so great at stopping those types of rounds because, yeah, they're just so fast. So fast and so small.
But, not what I was looking for. But, it can be really fun. And I know exactly the gun to use for this. This, if you're not familiar, is the AK-50.
Oh, God.
50 BMG, not to be confused with AE, like the Desert Eagle. 50 BMG, big motherfucker, big motherfucking gun, if you will. And I know this is gonna punch through that door, but it's gonna be fun to look at anyway, especially.
Yeah. This is the awesome way to finish out the video, Brandon. The AK-50 shooting the door? Yes, please.
We are using Mark II11 Raufous today. Type of specialty 50 caliber ammo that should give us a nice little pop. Is this a little gratuitous?
Yes.
Yes. Firing in 3, 2, 1. That's fucking stupid.
Boom! Ka-chunk goes the door. Goodbye, door.
So this is your 50 caliber hole here on the back side of the door. You can see that that one left pretty hot. I'm sure you saw in the video all the sparks and everything coming off the back of that one, but what really you can't see in the video that I find really funny is the big-ass crater it dug to China 3 feet behind it. Its tunnel
It dug out a hole in the ground. That is awesome. That is a big fucking bullet. It went through the door and excavated something out of the ground.
to China specifically because, much like any other type of military equipment, it is hungry for the Three Gorges Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our bulletproof test for the Cybertruck. A couple of those actually surprised me a little bit, which means today we're doing my favorite kind of science, redneck science.
Redneck science? All right. Redneck science is always fun. Because you never know what's going to happen.
In the words of Adam Savage, anything's science if you write shit down, or in this case, record it. Which means Mia Khalifa has done a lot of science. Anyhow, if there's anything you think...
Jesus Christ, Brent.
that we missed, or if there's anything that surprised you or you don't think we did right, I'm sure if that last one's true, you have already told me down in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see coming up, we got some plans, we got some cool content that we've got in the works right now. But let me know, because we do take your comments seriously. Well, sometimes. And I love hearing what ideas for content you guys have, or what content you like or don't like seeing. So let me know what you thought of this down below. Don't be a dickhead to service workers, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Don't be a dickhead. I like that. I like that a lot. Don't be a dickhead to service workers. No shit. Oh my god, that was fun. That was really, really fun. I have to say, that was a good way to start the stream, I think. I think, yeah, that was awesome. I had a lot of fun watching that video, because I'm not that, like, I really don't know about guns that much. So, it was really cool to watch. What the hell? Oh, emotes. That's why my chat was all weird. That was why I couldn't see my chat. Alright. So we're going to move on to our gaming videos now. Because I've got two. First we're going to look over Grums' video about Dragon Age and EA stocks. It's in free fall. And it's really bad. It's really it's just getting horrible. So we're gonna take a look at this video real quick and see what's to be seen. Put that in theater mode for you guys. And there we go.
When I start going through the information that I found out regarding the failure of Dragon Age the Veilguard, I need you guys to understand just how dire it really is for BioWare because of their terrible decision making and pushing ideologies and agendas over good gameplay first when it comes to making their games.
It's getting really gross. And nobody wants a game that is just chock full of identity politics. They just want to play a game.
I've been contacted once again by the very same insider that provided me all these pinpoint specific details that were right on the money that a lot of people that aren't familiar with the channel doubted me on or thought that I was making it up. But no, I'm going to take a quick victory lap here. This is all everything that I reported accurately, perfectly on the nose to the T. So shout out to the insider that provided me with these details. And later on in this video, I'm going to follow up with you guys on some additional things that they talked to me about after the quarterly earnings call and what they're thinking about the future of BioWare.
Okay, so this is insider stuff that he's gotten. So this is not stuff that he is opining on or like providing his opinion on. This is stuff that he is having confirmed by an insider. So let's listen.
And imagine my surprise when I found out that EA had their quarterly earnings, and holy crap, saying it's bad is actually the nicest thing I could come up with. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And Dragon Age the Veilguard is now officially a massive flop. Not that it's really surprising to anyone that's been paying attention to YouTubers that have been screaming from the hilltops from day one about just how bad this game really is.
Yeah. And anybody that's been doing it has been called the most horrible names, done, like, being called just awful shit. You know, you're racist, you're a bigot, you're transphobic, you're all this shit. Just because they're like, hey, I don't want my game chock full of this garbage anymore, please. Can we just have a game?
We got confirmation directly from the horse's mouth. EA themselves came forward on their quarterly earnings call and was like, yeah, guys, it's not good. We lost almost $500 million and our expectations didn't even come close. I'm talking
$500 million lost? Jesus Christ. That's insane for one game.
50% less than what we thought we'd be making off of this game that ended up completely failing. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Dragon Age the Veilguard and another FC sports game apparently contributed to EA losing upwards of $500 million.
Okay, so the football game is also to blame. I haven't heard a lot of things about FC 2025, but I have heard that it's not great. I know that some of the blind gamers that like to play the sports games were hoping that FC would be accessible, but it doesn't seem to be.
In a quarter. Electronic Arts is currently facing a pretty serious losing upwards of $500 million in a quarter.
Oh, not in a year, in a quarter. That's 3 months. They lost $500 million in 3 months. That is nuts. That is insane. How can you make games so bad that you lose $500 million in 3 months? That's nuts.
Electronic Arts is currently facing a pretty serious financial meltdown, one unlike they've seen in recent years, with the stock plunging nearly 20% following the disastrous performance, and that's an understatement, of Dragon Age the Veilguard.
It's disastrous is not even beginning to touch how bad the performance for Dragon Age is. Abysmal comes to mind.
EA has been forced to lower their revenue forecast for the fiscal year, directly citing the underperformance of both Dragon Age the Veilguard and EA Sports FC 25 as the two major reasons as why they fell short.
Well, make better games. I don't know what to tell you people. Stop making shitty games. Make the game mechanics work. Make things accessible. Make people happy to play your game, and you won't lose money.
Via the Business Wire, Electronic Arts, NASDAQ, EA today announced preliminary results for the third fiscal quarter and a revised outlook for the fiscal year ending in March 31, 2025. And holy crap, does this get bad. EA's initial guidance for the fiscal year 2025 anticipated mid-single-digit growth in live service net bookings. However, the company now projects a mid-single-digit decline, with global football accounting for the majority of the change.
Oh my god. that is, again, I don't fully understand economics, and I'm not going to pretend to. But that's just pathetic. I feel really bad for the lower level, like, the lower level peons that work under the development team. The ones that, the button pushers and shit. The ones that execute what needs to be done. I feel bad for those people because they're going to lose their jobs.
Global football had experienced 2 consecutive fiscal years of double-digit net bookings growth. However, the franchise experienced a slowdown as early momentum in the fiscal third quarter did not sustain through to the end. As a result, EA revises its outlook for global football to end the fiscal year down mid-single digit at the midpoint of the new outlook. And what I took away from this entire thing that's highlighted here is wild. This is how bad Dragon Age did. Separately, Dragon Age engaged approximately 1.5 million players during the quarter. And before...
So that's, again, like we talked about last night, that does not mean that 1.5 million people purchased the game. That means 1.5 million people played it. So we can estimate that a good maybe million people, maybe less, actually bought the game. And everybody else just played their friend's copy.
Before I even keep going on that, I want you to hone in on the keyword that they use, which is engaged. It doesn't say they sold 1.5 million units. It says they engaged with 1.5 million players, meaning they're using ambiguous words to try to hide the fact that the game sold even worse than the number they're talking about here.
They want you to think they sold 1.5 million copies, which is still abysmal if you go on the lines of they were hoping to sell like 5 million or more. So 1.5 million is still a terrible number, but they want you to think that that's a good number.
This is if you pile all the free copies they gave out when people bought the NVIDIA graphics cards, all the games that were actually sold, and all the people piled in on EA Play, paying, $17 a month to be able to play this game and then canceling it right after that. So they fell well short of not just sales, but financial expectations, which is part of the reason I go back to these streaming services are actually destroying the game companies. At least with a game sale, they make $70 right off the top. And sure, at a store, you're losing some of that profit, but digitally, you're not losing as much. And most people, as far as I've seen, when it comes to Dragon Age the Veilguard, we're just like, sure, I want to play it. I'll pick up EA Play and then cancel it 30 days later. And
it's the same with Ubisoft Plus. You can pay $90 for Assassin's Creed Shadows, or you can pay $20 a month for Ubisoft Plus, and you can play it for free. And I'm just like, no.
I'll pay $17 for a game, and it sucked. Glad I didn't pay any more for that, and I'm not ever going back to it. But they continue, saying that the engaged approximately 1.5 million players during the quarter is down nearly 50% from the company's expectations. So not only were the numbers completely embarrassingly paltry low, but they're still 50% less than what they were expecting to engage. So that means they were expecting to not sell 3 million units, but engage with 3 million players.
They wanted essentially to switch engage with the word sell and make you think that that's what they were, like those were the numbers of units they were actually selling, when that's not the case at all.
Maybe pick it up for a month on the streaming service, or maybe buy it and hopefully not return it, or maybe buy a graphics card and use the free code for it. They just expected more people to care, and they just didn't. As a result, EA is providing preliminary results for its third fiscal quarter and updating its fiscal year 2025 net bookings outlook. It now expects net bookings of approximately $2.215 billion for the third fiscal quarter, and an updated range of $7 billion to $7.1 billion for fiscal year 2025. Which means that they have been revising this down from 7.4 to 7.7 billion to 7 to 7.15 billion. And if you want to take the worst case scenario from those numbers and take the largest gap and say what they expected to what they got, that's over $500 million.
Yeah. That's huge. That's a huge loss for such a short amount of time. That is just crazy. I can't, my brain can't wrap itself around the amount of money that they've lost.
That they've lost out on expected revenue. That's how hard this game failed and how far short it fell of expectations. EA's CEO Andrew Wilson made a statement during a call saying, during Q3, we continued to deliver high quality games and experiences across our portfolio, which I'd say, what?
That's just nonsense. We've continued to deliver high quality games. Where?
Dragon Age and EA Sports FC 25 underperformed our net booking expectations. This month, our teams delivered a comprehensive gameplay refresh. In addition to our annual Team of the Year update in FC 25, positive player feedback and early results are encouraging. We remain confident in our long-term strategy and expect a return to growth in fiscal year 26 as we execute against our pipeline, which this is the classic when you're losing and everything's coming against you. You say, yeah, we know the sky's falling, the house is burning down, but just wait till next year because of course it will get better. But
we promise next year will be great. We swear. We'll come out with a better game. We promise. This year sucks. We know, but we'll do better. We'll give you a better game next year. Trust us.
But then you got to ask how? Like, what is EA working on? What games are in the pipeline? What should anyone expect to get excited about, based off of especially what BioWare's been putting out there lately between Mass Effect Andromeda, Anthem, and now Dragon Age the Veilguard? That is a line of failure after failure after failure, and we're just going to expect to hope for something that turns out to be good next year?
Yeah, nobody wants to waste their money on a studio where they're just hoping for a good game to come out. They're just going to go to a different studio and buy a different game.
I mean, what else does EA have even in the pipeline? As a result, the stock is down nearly 20% as of the following morning after the quarter 3 results, and it looks to be getting even worse as time goes on. My insider's warnings were spot on. EA's focus on identity politics and woke narratives have come at a steep cost. The cost we now see and have been screaming about for what feels like years at this.
It probably has been years. If you really think about it, it has been years. If you go back to, like, this has been happening since before 2024. This goes back all the way to Gamergate, the first one.
This point, we don't want to be lectured. We want immersive, engaging worlds with memorable characters and gripping stories. Not someone injecting trans ideology into a game, putting slop together, throwing at people, and then calling you a bigot when you say, this is not what I want to play. That's not a sound strategy when it comes to selling a game.
No, and I don't understand how these people keep thinking that it is a sound strategy time after time after time after time, where they're like, hey, this didn't work last time, let's do it again.
By abandoning what made Dragon Age great originally, EA has alienated their core audience and undermined the financial stability of one of their most storied franchises, feeling like tossing a lit match behind your back onto kerosene while walking away. I gotta say, how they handled this entire situation with Dragon Age and Corinne Bush, and how obviously he's not there anymore, and we're supposed to just assume that's because he left on his own accord.
Yeah. Like the disgraced politician resigns of their own accord, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like, how stupid do you think people are? In one of my initial communications with my insider, they stated the projections of copies sold, they were expecting around 10 million. EA is allergic to risks nowadays, and
they thought they were gonna sell 10 million copies? Oh my god. In what world, in what universe could they have sold 10 million copies?
wants big blockbusters. Also, it is important to note that Veilguard has been in development for a long time, and the previous iteration, before a full reboot, was called Joplin, a co-op version of, but was canned after Anthem failures. And it clearly didn't work out the way EA was hoping after what some are saying was upwards of 9 years in development time, 3 iterations of redoing the game over and over and over again, bringing Corinne Bush in towards the end of the project and making it the 3rd iteration and getting rid of Dreadwolf and making it the Veilguard.
That is insane. 9 years of development, 3 different versions of the game, completely reworking it. That's nuts. Like, just scrap it.
They were probably at their wits' end saying, yeah, we know this is slop, but we can't start over a 4th time, so let's just push this game out. I spoke to my insider again after the earnings call, and they stated, the quarter wasn't great. That sounds like a potential cleanup. Knowing who's in charge in the US, DEI programs in most companies will have to be scrapped.
Yep.
Finally, in parentheses.
And there are some people who are very upset about the DEI programs being scrapped, saying that it will affect people with disabilities and that that people with disabilities won't have any jobs anymore. And it's like, okay, discrimination isn't okay still. That doesn't, like, just because DEI is being scrapped doesn't mean discrimination is all right.
And then they followed up with saying, sorry to see that someone took your story and took your hard-earned credit. And that's in reference to Jeff Grubbs stealing the story that Grums and I broke. This is someone who I confirmed information with to break that story, and they were pissed off that some other dude in the media was like, oh yeah, I'll just pick this up and take credit for it. And then we see Eurogamer and everyone else sourcing Eurogamer and Jeff Grubb. Here's the thing, we know what we're dealing with, and this is exactly why people are coming to us for information instead of places like Eurogamer anymore. Because
fuck Eurogamer. Eurogamer is crap. It doesn't have anything to offer.
You can't trust them, especially with their sourcing. But anyways, what's next for EA is not a great look. Investors are rightfully furious, fans are pissed off, and BioWare's future is in extreme doubt. And again, I've heard rumors that BioWare Edmonton may be closing down as soon as February 2025.
That's scary for people who need work, especially in Canada right now where shit is really expensive. People need work.
And
people
sure,
need
that
jobs.
was initially dismissed by the same guy that stole my story, so take that for what it's worth. But after these financial results, I gotta say, with the people leaving this BioWare in Edmonton and the results of Dragon Age the Veilguard completely flopping, there's going to need to be some serious justification to keep that office open, because otherwise they're going to be losing even more money and pissing away hundreds of millions of dollars for nothing.
Literally nothing. It's literally nothing at all is what they are throwing this away for.
Will EA learn from its mistakes and abandon its obsession with identity politics? Or will it continue to double down, further alienating players and tarnishing its once proud legacy? I feel like once you hit rock bottom, only then can you change. And honestly, the way the stock is dropping like a rock right now, that moment is coming sooner than anyone expects. It's just a matter of, are they going to be around in time to fix it before it all comes crashing down?
I don't believe so. I honestly, with the way things are going, I don't think so. And I think it's about time that we as gamers vote with our wallets and tell these people, hey, make better games or suffer the consequences. And these are the consequences. And you're not bigoted if you feel like the game that you want to play shouldn't have identity politics crammed into it. That doesn't make you anywhere as a bigot at all. It just makes you a normal human being who wants to play a video game. Could you imagine if they made Monopoly but made it so like everything was communist Monopoly? Could you imagine that?
They did that. They have that game.
Really?
Yes. They have many versions of it. There's even a mobile app. There was even that mobile app for a long time. That was the communist game. Oh, my level 50 necromancer whenever you want is good to go.
You're level what now? Okay, so our last video before we play is somebody got to play 4 hours of Assassin's Creed. And as I did a video yesterday talking about the accessibility of Assassin's Creed, I figured that we would take a look at this video called I played 4 hours of Assassin's Creed Shadows and I have some concerns. So let's take a look here at this video and see what it is about.
So there is a lot riding on Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. If you've been keeping up with Ubisoft, you know that the company is in a lot of trouble. A bunch of their projects got delayed. We've got situations like the layoffs and the studio shutdowns, their major releases not meeting sales expectations.
Yep.
They are hoping that Assassin's Creed Shadows will kind of bring them back from the rut.
And I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. As I tweeted at Ubisoft the other day or yesterday, and I'm like, hey, since your game will only allow me half the independent access to your content, can I only pay you half the price? Like, seriously, come on now.
So I was very curious to play the title. I was able to get 4 hours hands-on with it, and in this video, I'll be sharing my thoughts. I do think that this game is gonna sell relatively well. Assassin's Creed usually tends to sell well, and with the Japan setting, this is definitely a game that's gaining a lot of traction. Now, whether I think this game will be the one that pushes Assassin's Creed to the next level, that will break away from Ubisoft's staleness as far as their game design is concerned, that I'm not quite sure of. Within my 4 hours hands-on time, I will say that I'm not fully convinced that this is gonna win over those who have felt that Assassin's Creed has gone kind of stale. It's gonna come down to whether there is still that sense of an overabundance of content that feels insubstantial, that doesn't feel handcrafted, a lot of that copy and pasted stuff.
Okay. So, lazy content. And this is what I felt when I was reading the accessibility review. I felt like a lot of the stuff was, like, implemented specifically so they didn't have to do hard work. If that makes sense. Like, they didn't put in a screen reader and actual nav assist, so now you don't have to make your content... Like, and they've put in that guided mode that basically plays the game for you and takes away all the interaction of engagement with other players and exploration and content finding. And so that's basically, they've made it so you're handheld to play the game and that they don't have to do any work. Funny thing is, Monopoly was meant as an anti-capitalist game. I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
That Ubisoft open world games tend to have. As far as like the story and narrative are concerned, nothing shown in this demo really grabbed me, in some part to do with just how stiff Some of the animations look during cutscenes, and the presentation is...
The Game of Life was the capitalist one? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It's just when I look at what, say, like Ghost of Tsushima did, in comparison, this just feels like a bit of a step down, but maybe the narrative will hook me as the rest of the game goes along. But so far, I just didn't have that narrative hook, which for me is an important part of any campaign-driven single-player experience. And
yeah, like, the Diablo campaign has a great story. That's why I'm desperate to play through it and everything. And I'm hoping that me and Pink Hollow can play together tonight. That would be cool. But we'll see. So that, yeah.
There's just a bit of awkwardness to some of the dialogue and the writing that don't lend themselves to natural feeling conversations, that don't allow me to feel fully immersed in everything that's going on. And based on what this gameplay session presented, I'll be honest with you, neither of the protagonists are particularly interesting. They don't have any, like, personality quirks that stand out. They don't have any, like, awesome chemistry that make their interactions compelling.
Like, there's the one Haradrim guy, Lorath, in the story. He is a crotchety old man. He's always got a little quip. He's always like, oh, you're actually still alive. Holy shit. And, like, I'm really, like, I enjoy the little back and forths between him and other characters. It's really good. It's good writing.
Nothing in these initial hours showed anything interesting that drew me to these characters. Hopefully that will change over time. I will say that in terms of gameplay, Yasuke and Naoe do feel quite different. Yasuke definitely feels like that bulldozer, the hammer, if you will, who will trounce through enemies in combat scenarios. Naoe is definitely more about agility, about being stealthy. If Yasuke is the hammer, then Naoe would be the scalpel. She can still hold her own in combat. You'll just have an easier time with Yasuke, who has those powerhouse moves and active skills to be able to trounce enemies.
That makes sense. I feel like, once again, with the accessibility offered for Assassin's Creed, that I probably wouldn't be able to engage in the combat very well. They do have aim assist, but I don't want aim assist. I want, like, I don't know. Like, I want to be able to play a game without having my hand held.
And not to mention that with Yasuke, for example, doing parkour is just a lot more awkward because of how slow and chonky he is, whereas now it just kind of breezes through obstacles and environments, and she just has all the right tools for stealth. And so it's a matter of what kind of approach you want to take with every mission, with every scenario, whether you want to just, like, literally bust through the front doors, which Yasuke can do, or whether you want to kind of take it through the roofs or through the shadows. And I'd say the moment-to-moment gameplay of the two characters, aside from feeling distinct, feels relatively good. I'd say Yasuke's combat, while I still need to play more of it, there is, like, a nice sense of impact with every strike.
Okay, so it's satisfying. That's good. You don't want the combat to be unsatisfying. Like, again, I'll use Diablo as an example. Or Mortal Kombat, when you strike your opponent, it sounds very satisfying.
I do think that some of the enemy combat move designs just a little weird, where it feels like you're attacking them and then you don't see them get stunned by some of your stronger attacks, and they're automatically able to dish out attacks that will stop your momentum. And so there is an element of that kind of disrupted the flow. By some of your stronger attacks, and there of that automatically able to dish out attacks that will stop your momentum. And so there is an element of that kind of disrupted the flow. Combat can feel good when it's flowing well, but then there are other times where just that bit of jankiness comes in, where it feels like it's just not the most refined combat system.
That's unfortunate. You want a smoothly flowing combat system in your game, especially if it's supposed to launch in a month and a half. And as far as the stealth and parkour goes,
You've got the parkour up and parkour down buttons that you can hold so you can have more finesse in the parkour. Okay. I do like that now it has that grappling hook now, which makes it so much easier to get to rooftops.
I wonder if that is going to be something that would be difficult for a totally blind person to do with doing the parkour. That's like, and the finessing and
vertical
traversal
like feels just a lot better because of now his new tools and capabilities, especially with that grappling hook, which not only allows you to ascend to greater heights easily, but allows you to like swing through trees and whatnot. The stealth system now has the ability for you to go prone, which is a nice addition, allows for just a bit more flexibility. So there are definitely some mechanical elements that I did enjoy from moment to moment. Though I do still hate scenarios where one of the larger type enemies, like the brute archetypes, when you go for an assassination, if they're higher level than you, then a blade through the throat or through the face or through the head won't end up killing them. It'll deplete, you know, a significant portion of their life bar, but not take them down.
Well, why are you being... That's the part of the combat system. You should be being put against enemies that are your level. You shouldn't be... Like, again, in Diablo, your enemies level up with you. And so...
it just makes assassination feel a little more secondary, less satisfactory. I've never liked the introduction of that kind of scaling for the assassination part of the game. And the fact that that makes a return is just a little bit annoying. In terms of the overall game design, that's where I'm still quite unsure as to whether this is going to fall prey to the same old Ubisoft open world formula. They do try to make exploration and going after quest objectives a little more engaging by having the system where you can send a scout and you can kind of pull that up on your map, and there's this big area that you can send your scouts in to unearth the objective marker by using the hints on the objectives to know where on the map you use that big area scout system, almost like as a radar. And
I wonder if that could be utilized in an accessibility manner. That sounds like a cool idea.
To be honest with you, that didn't really enhance the sense of exploration. Okay. It doesn't feel like there's much of a challenge to it or sense of like critical thinking involved. The clues are so obvious and the scouting system is like so powerful that it just feels like it's just additional button presses to then just end up following a quest marker after essentially some very easy investigation. And I didn't get to mess around with.
So they're hand-holding even non-disabled players. That's unfortunate.
Side quests all that much. There was one I stumbled upon where there's this orphan girl who was asking me for help, but I wasn't able to do that side quest before my time ran out. So I don't know what the quality of the side quests will be, whether they'll feel kind of really cheap and very kind of thrown together, or whether all of the side quests feel like they have substantially written arcs where every side quest feels like it has a place in the world and like it was handcrafted instead of just littering the world with really menial feeling tasks that don't make for compelling side quests.
I hope that there's compelling side quests. For a few days, part of the reasons why I'm not further in the campaign is I kept getting distracted by side quests. So that, like in Diablo, I really do hope that Assassin's Creed does a
trap that a lot of Ubisoft open world games tend to fall into. I don't know how the sense of exploration will feel like in this game, whether it's going to be the same affair of just like following a bunch of map markers based on what the UB Towers reveal. And yes, the UB Towers are back. You will be going to the peaks of certain architectures to reveal parts of the map and the activities that lay there. The map itself is also just massive from what I could see, and I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing. I prefer density over volume, quality over quantity. I just hope that the open world actually feels fun to explore and like the activities within them don't feel as menial as they've been in the past, but I don't know.
I'm not familiar with Assassin's Creed games because I've not been able to play them. So I wasn't aware that they kind of get lazy with the side quests and things like that. So here's hoping that that doesn't happen.
It just feels like every time I hope for that, Assassin's Creed tends to disappoint in that area. And Ubisoft open world games in general tend to disappoint in that area. So while usually I'd be excited for a world that's bigger, when it comes to Ubisoft, that actually worries me more because it feels like it's going to just be stretched thin.
They did? Oh, okay. They should have stopped with the first Assassin's Creed and just been like, okay, that was a good game that we made. Let's make another
won't have
different
enough substance to back the size of it. Though I hope I'm wrong. At the very least, though, the open world does look fairly beautiful. I do think the environmental design, the vegetation and terrain, the architectures, and all of that does look pretty. When the wind blows, you can see the foliage just kind of swaying about as you ride your horse through Japan, and all of that does look very pretty. So it's nice to just kind of take the environment in. But I just hope that there's actually stuff to do in the environment that isn't boring and that all feels kind of interesting and has some sense of intrigue. And it feels like you want to actually partake in them instead of it feeling like a chore. I also need more time to feel out the progression system of this game. It's kind of how, recent Assassin's Creed games have worked, where you level up or you gain essentially like skill points or perk points, whatever you want to call them, and invest them in skills. Both characters have their own skill trees as they all have their different weapon sets, both ranged and melee.
Okay. So you can play as either Yasuke or Nawe, but both of them have different skill setups. All right.
And a lot of these perks do seem to offer substantial additions to combat, especially where those active skills are concerned. And then there's the equipment system where it feels like each piece of armor does offer like substantial perks that shape the play style of your respective two characters, of your protagonists. I just hope that the armor pieces are more about quality versus quantity, where it doesn't feel like you're looting a bunch of stuff and then picking from them, where it's not about finding the epic or legendary versions of the same stuff, but rather finding unique pieces that each offer their own effects, and deciding which one to equip is a matter of playstyle and the perks they offer, rather than these incremental statistical updates where you'll barely feel the difference. But yeah, the game definitely...
Yeah, those are all very good points, and those are all absolutely things that should be covered. And if he's this concerned about the game when it's supposed to come out on March the 20th, so literally like a month and a bit, hopefully they've got their ducks in a row when it comes to gameplay mechanics.
It does try to present scenarios where each character is viable, but one might be better suited for. Like, you can still use Naoe in combat-heavy scenarios. You might just struggle a little more compared to Yasuke, who was built to bulldoze through combat. And then for stuff that requires a bit more finesse, a bit more stealth, where it's easier to go through the rooftops to reach an objective or to steal something or to assassinate someone, now it might just allow for a more expedient way to do that. Right. But ultimately, it does feel like both characters are viable in whatever scenario you're thrown into, as long as you're willing to go through the hurdles of picking a character who's maybe less suited for the mission type. It's also worth noting that outside of missions, when you're out and about in the open world, you can switch characters anytime super easily from the menu. So you're able to switch play styles basically at almost any time.
That I like. That I think is good. If you've been playing as Nasuke and you want to switch, or Yasuke and you want to switch to Naoe, then that's cool. I think that's a
and at
neat
key
little
junctures
gimmick.
in missions, you'll be able to pick which character you want to play as. But yeah, I mean, so far it feels like the bottom line is, if you like modern Assassin's Creed, this is just more of that with some refinements to combat and the parkour system and stealth. I think the moment-to-moment gameplay already does feel better than the previous entry, Valhalla. But moment-to-moment gameplay is one thing, and then there's like what's around the moment-to-moment gameplay, the activities that you partake in, the level design, just the pacing and flow of the open world and the main campaign, all of those things I've still yet to see how that will pan out in the final game. But I don't know. part of me feels like this is going to be yet another scenario of like the game just being too big for its own good.
That is a fair worry. Having it be just too open concept, too many quests, too much like random content. And I feel like just getting from what I've watched in this video, it feels like the previous Assassin's Creed entries have kind of fallen into that trap of too much content, too much space, too much open concept for its own good. So here's hoping that that doesn't happen with Assassin's Creed Shadows, because that would be unfortunate to see another game studio go under because of a bad video game, but it's probably going to end up happening. And yeah, it's we're going to come in, we're going to see something very, very interesting in the next couple of years when it comes to our video games and our basically everything, our politics, our video games, our economy. It's gonna be an interesting 4 years, I think, not just because of who our leaders are, but because of how fed up we all are with what's been going on, and a lot of people are just done with it. And I don't blame them at all for being done with it. Alright, I'm going to quickly go to the washroom, and then I will be back, and we are going to switch our modes. So, share the stream while I'm gone. Let's get a few more people in here. Okay. I have been told the hell tides are active. Okay.
Start game. Brunelda. Eternal. 84. Start game.
Here we go.
Regular equipment can gain 2 tempered affixes and be masterworked up to 8 times. Ancestral equipment can gain the...
Where do I have to go here? have to go meet somebody in Kyovashad.
Chair. The Gospel of the Father. Bottom action button. Interact. Southeast foothills. Containers. Energy 80%. Energy 100%. Sparking Scorcher. Scorching Scorcher. Energy 100%. Traveler and Apples. S-Cast. Energy 80. Crossbow. Energy 54%. Scorching Scorcher. Energy 76%. That skill is not ready. Energy 97%. Arsonist. Arsonist. Energy 72. That skill is not ready. Energy 14%. Not enough energy to use the energy 35%. Traveler and App. Sparking Arctic Bear. Elite. Energy 15%. Sparking Arctic Bear. Elite. Sparking Arctic Bear. Energy 78%. Rocking Arctic. Thundering Arctic Bear.
Oh my
Elite.
god.
That skill is not ready. Energy 100%. Traveler and Appos. S-Cask. Bottom action button. Interact. Arctic Bear. Arctic Bear. Energy 78%. By the Bear. Bottom action button. Interact. Energy 25%. Energy 45%. Energy 66%. Energy 88%. Reliquary. Bottom action button. Interact. Energy 58%. Energy 79%.
Gotta go find this
Green War.
person.
That skill is not ready. Green Frost Wind. Energy 72%. Green Frost. Shocking Frost Wind. Elite. Energy 71%. That skill is not ready. Energy 5%. That skill is not ready.
Okay.
Energy 26%.
Southwest.
Energy 48%. Energy 69%. Energy 90%. Slain Militia. Bottom action button. Interact. Energy 31%. Slain Militia. Bottom action button. Interact. Energy 52%. Energy 74%. With Arctic Bear. Arctic Bear. Energy 89%.
Oh god.
That skill is not ready. Energy 36%. Arsonist. Fall. That skill is not ready. Energy 15%. Orvane. That's energy 14%. Not enough energy to use the energy 36%. Energy 57%. Containers. Marauder. Slicer. That skill is not ready. Energy 60%. That skill is not ready. Containers. Energy Slicer. That skill
I
is
am
not ready. Energy 8%.
just outside Crawl Forest.
Marauder. Energy 1%. Not enough. Energy 21%. Containers. That
Or
skill
the
is
Cruel
not ready.
Forest.
Containers. Energy 43%. Energy 64%. Energy 85%. Containers. Containers. Mistral Woods. Lost Arts. Enter the Harad. Prowler. Lost. Prowler. Container. All Coglag. Giant Bat. Energy 14%. All. That skill is Wood Rage. Energy 100%. Polished Giant Bat. Giant Bat. Energy 32%. Not enough. Giant Bat. That skill is not ready. Energy 54%. Giant Bat. Energy 75%. That skill is not ready.
Have you been to the
Energy
Herodric
70%.
Vault yet?
Traveler and Appos. S-Cast. Bottom action button. Containers. Energy 34%. Giant Bat. Energy 12%. Orvane. Giant Bat. Energy 33%. That skill is not ready. Energy 83%. Chest. Bottom action button. Interact. Energy 53%. Three-faced statue. Behold the truths that lie within. Right action button close. Energy 83%. Chest. Bottom action button. Interact.
I don't want to go to the Herodric Vault again.
That skill is not ready. Energy 55%. Energy 34%. Energy 55%. Energy 76%. Energy 98%. Shivering Prowler Elite. Energy 65%. Storm with Ring Prowler. Life 90. Shivering Prowler Elite. Life 100%. Shivering Prowler. All Life. Minion. Energy 66%. Energy 40. Energy 6%. Not enough energy to use that skill. Energy 27%. Energy 49%. Energy 70%. Energy 91%. The Ennard and Apos, S gravestone. Bottom action button. Interact. You have Herodric Vault. Bottom action button. Foyer.
Okay.
Mistral Woods. Bottom action button. Interact.
Now what am I supposed to do here?
Left shoulder button. Chapter. Prying the Eye Quest 3/6. Lost Arts. Objective. Speak with Donan. After delivering Lorath and Apos, S letter I and Apos, VE been asked to assist Donan with his research in the Herodric Vault. Bottom action button.
Okay. Where the fuck is Donan?
Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Odd book collection. Bottom action button. Interact.
How did I get to the door?
Odd book collection. Bottom action button. Interact.
Gotta go around this shit.
Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. This old cooking pot is lined with rust. Right action button. Old cooking pot. Bottom action. Old cooking pot. Old cooking pot. Bottom action but old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact.
Where do I go from here? I think I have to go back over here.
Outbook collection. Bottom action button. Interact. A variety of texts on local history, old kingdoms, and forgotten faiths. Right action button. Outbook collection. Bottom action button. Interact.
I seem to remember that I went north, but...
Outbook collection. Bottom action button. Interact. Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact.
I know it was beside the old cooking pot.
Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Odd book collection. Bottom action button. Interact. Odd book collection. Bottom action button. Interact. Mistral Woods. Bottom action button. Interact. You have reached your destination.
There we go.
Donan. Have you found your things?
I haven't even gone in yet.
Of course
We
not.
have an intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
It was she who brought me, actually.
Oh, Mirel.
Study door. Bottom action button. Interact. Speak with Mirel.
Where are you, Mirel?
Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact. Odd book collection. Bottom action button. Interact. Old cooking pot. Bottom action button. Interact.
Maybe I should just do this quest later. And meet up with Pincalo. Where are you?
Mistral Woods. Bottom action button. Interact.
You're what?
Skills can trigger lucky hit effects. If a skill has a lucky hit chance of 50%.
Hold on, I just teleported to Kyovashad.
Kyovashad. Foyer. Bottom action button. Interact. Kyovashad. Waypoint. Bottom action button. Interact. Foyer. Bottom action button. Interact. Foyer. Bottom action button. Interact. Travelers beware. Lika. Heal. Bottom action button. Interact.
Yeah, it just traveled to Kyovashad.
Left shoulder button. Chapter. Prying the Eye Quest 3/6. Chapter. Prying the Eye Quest 3. Feature unlock quests. Priority quest. Crater of Lost Soul. Priority quest. Side quests. A price to coiled. What can and appos. Chain Zack. Remnants of Faith. Blood Sermon. The Dread Martyr.
Wow, there's a
Blood of the
lot
Mother.
of...
Bound. Secret of Cries of Innocence. Objective. Enter the Black Asylum. I'm
Oh,
worthy
the
father who is
Black
haunted by visions of his
Asylum.
dead
That
son.
I've just saw it listed. The one that you said was awful.
Fractured. Dungeon. Cultist refuge. Dungeon. Cultist refuge. The directional pad right. Search in party finder. Right. Fractured. Undiscovered. Fractured peaks. Waypoint. Nostrava. Services. Stash. Heal. Weapons. Stable master. Blacksmith. Bottom action button. Travel. Top action button. Favorite. Dry step. Fractured peaks.
So where did you say you were going?
Bottom action button. Interact. Travelers beware. Deadly. Foyer. Bottom action button. Foyer. Bottom action button. Interact. Notice board. Bottom action button. Notice
Weird.
board. Bottom action button. Interact. Travelers beware. Deadly threat spotted nearby. Bottom action
I wonder
button.
if I have
Interact.
to make a new character on campaign only. I am standing.
Travelers
Yeah.
beware. Deadly threat spotted nearby.
Hold on, let me
Bottom
go
action button.
change it.
Interact. Notice board. Bottom action button. Interact. Priest Zelka. Bottom action button. Interact. Guard Boza. Select difficulty. Bottom. Select difficulty. Active. Torment. Penitent. Repent. Difficulty
I can
change.
come up and chuck
Changing
you
your
in.
difficulty terminates all active portals. Select difficulty. Bottom action button. Interact.
Let me put you on. Let me put it on break. And mute. Okay.
Left shoulder button. Penitent. Visit option. Game. Leave game. Game guide. Leave game.
Yeah, I think because we're not in the same... Because yours still says seasonal, right? No?
Priest Zelka. Bottom action button. Interact.
Let's see, where...
Notice board.
I'm
Bottom
by the
action button.
notice board.
Interact.
Okay. Would you stop that? But no Grunalda? That sucks. That means I have to go switch my... Or make a campaign,
Left
a
shoulder
new
button.
campaign character.
Right shoulder button.
Drive a new campaign, you automatically get level 50. And a whole bunch of cool shit.
Penitent. Up. Leave game.
Let's
Grunalda.
see.
It. Velen. Seasonal. Create new character. Directional pad left. Spiritborn. Barbarian. Sorcerer. Necromancer. Druid. Necromancer. Select and customize body type. Blind _ press. Select a preset below. Top action button finalize. Left action button customize. Right action button recommended. Start with the Vessel of Hatred campaign. Gameplay options. Character limit 12. The current hero name is invalid. Please. Disabled. Hardcore. Enabled. Seasonal. Disabled. Change campaign state. Change campaign state. Select where you want to start the game. Bottom action
Where
button
do I
confirm.
want to start the
Right
game?
action button cancel. Start with the original campaign. Start with
the original campaign. That's
Recommended.
what you did, right?
Start with the Vessel of Hatred. Start with
For
the
your
original
new one?
campaign. Start with the beginning of the original campaign.
I just started a new character. Do I have to start a whole new campaign?
No.
Disabled. Seasonal. Enabled. Seasonal. Change campaign state. Disabled. Hardcore. Change campaign state. Enabled. Seasonal. Seasonal character. Directional. Grunalda. Eternal. Velen. Seasonal. 14. Start
Let's
game.
just see if my necromancer can find you.
Overpowered attacks deal bonus damage to enemies based on the sum of your current life and fortified life. World boss spawning soon in dry steppes. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Undiscovered. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Undiscovered. Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. Oh my god, am I there?
Undiscovered.
Undiscovered. Kyrgyzstan. Fuck my life.
Kyrgyzstan. Dry step. Kyrgyzstan.
Dry
Huwasar.
steps. Huwasar.
Huwasar. Fractured peaks.
Fractured peaks. There we go.
Undiscovered. Fractured peaks. Directional. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Nahantu. Undiscovered. Kyrgyzstan. Huasar. Undiscovered. Nahantu. Nahantu. Left shoulder button. Undiscovered.
Where even am I?
Vehicle. Bottom action button. Interact.
Vehicle. Have you been to Vehicle before?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where my necromancer. Okay.
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Chapter, The Art of Salvaging What Remains, Quest 1/5. Rekindled.
I'm fighting like 3 gigantic balrogs right now. Oh shit, bro.
Pause. Bottom action button. Interact.
Funny. I was thinking it could be ours if we killed the sad sot squatting in it. Last fool to try is still hanging by the docks. Now get the hell out of my face. Unless you'd care to join him.
All right then.
Pause. Strange modes. Bottom action button. Interact. Whispering root. Bottom action button. Thorned roots sprout up through the stone tiles.
Why are you so much slower than my rogue? My necromancer.
Fish bucket. Bottom action. Freshly caught and overly fragrant. It's
Is this the new necromancer or an old necromancer?
This is my level 14 necromancer.
Oh, so you didn't. Yeah, if you start a new character.
left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Chapter,
What did
The
you
Art of
do to
Salvaging
do
What
that?
Remains Quest. Season of the Malignant. Ends April 5th. Skosglen. Fracture Peaks. Huasar. Trials are not available this season. Party Finder. And LT. Shadow. Right action button close. Hard. Visit and make option. Game. Leave game. Game. Leave game.
No. Hold on. Let me just do a new character.
Seasonal. Create new character. Directional pad left. Spiritborn.
No, I'm
Barbarian.
not doing
As
Spiritborn.
sorcerer. Druid. Druid's harness. Necromancer. Select and customize body type. Blind _ press. Select a preset below. Top action button finalize. Recommended. Start with the Vessel of Hatred campaign. Gameplay options. Enabled. Seasonal. Disabled. Hardcore. Name required. Character limit 12. The current hero name is invalid. Start game. Select difficulty. Normal. Gather your strength.
What
For new and returning players.
difficulty are you
Level
on,
decay,
Penitent?
hard, locked. Expert.
Aw.
Offensive mass. Locked. Penitent. Locked. Locked.
Oh, maybe
Hard.
maybe if
Hell
I
has awoken. For experienced Diablo players.
I'll
Let's
start it on
game.
hard. And it'll unlock. Hold on.
This is how the world I knew ended.
By 3 they come. By 3 thy way opens.
And a new one began. It started
The
with
cinematic
Lilith,
happens, right?
the creators of Sanctuary.
Oh. Perfect.
World boss spawning soon in dry steppes. Expert unlocked.
Expert
Visiting major cities
unlocked.
to change.
Oh, good. Everything's unlocked now.
Penitent unlocked. Visit in major cities to change.
Did you go and do the upgrade thing?
Character. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder. Left shoulder. Chapter. The Art of Salvaging What Remains. Quest 1. Campaign. Chapter. The Art
I
of
don't
Salvaging.
see it.
Find a party. Left shoulder. Ocelotl 1. Mizra. Occultist. Bottom action button. Zuji 56. 154. Mizra. Mizra. Occultist. Mizra. Occultist. Bottom action button.
I don't
Interact.
see the quest to go upgrade. How do I upgrade?
Upgrade. Oh, for what?
For the
Just wait a second. It's not a quest.
Character.
Go
Abilities.
into
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button.
right before the stairs on the left is a person.
Does it have to be in any inn, or does it have to be in...
Jimmy. I hope this worked for you, because I didn't. Is this a different character? Is this a new character?
Donation bowl. If there were coin.
Like straight from scratch, nothing new, nothing else, right?
Right.
That skill is not ready.
Because I
Ocelotl 1.
got my eternal boost for my rogue,
Left shoulder button.
so I
Right
don't
shoulder
know if
button.
it'll give
It
me...
gave it to me,
Left shoulder button. Armory. Undiscovered. Huasar.
but you didn't.
Hegistan. Whisper. Huasar. Fractured peaks.
Yeah, this is, you
Fractured
didn't start
waypoint.
any.
Armory. Select difficult. Party finder helps you
Let me see if
easily
it did it
connect
for
with
this
allies to take
character
on
too. It might
challenges
just be
together.
because of the way the
Quickly
season
list or
started.
search for activities right from the map.
But let's find out.
Kayo Vashad. World Kayo Vashad. Waypoint. Bottom action button. Interact. And LT. Omgan GT. Enchilada 26.
Nope, not there. So.
But
I don't
That
What?
skill is not
I
ready.
think I'll be able to play with you now, though.
know. Okay, take your control.
No.
I'm fine.
Character. Abilities.
Where are
Left
my
shoulder
abilities?
Button. Right shoulder button. Available points.
Huh?
6. Keyword search. Top action button. Hold.
I think this is... I think it's
12,272
just
gold.
seasonal. I did what
Left
I did.
analog stick click. Skill assignment. Right action button. Close. Basic skills deal damage and are always available to cast. Bone splinters. Basic.
Yeah.
Bone. Basic skills deal damage and are always
Now,
available
what
to
was
cast.
I... No, what should I do here for this one?
Enhanced bone splinters. Character. Abilities.
How many
Left
points
shoulder
do I
button.
have to
Right
spend?
shoulder button. Available points. 6.
6
Keyword
points.
search.
Okay.
Top action button. Bone splinter. Dreadful blood mist. You gain 50. Ghastly blood mist. Blood mist. Dreadful blood mist. Blood mist. Macabre. Blood. Cooldown. Shoddy 17. Enhanced blood. Gas. Bones. Enhanced hemorrhage. After picking up a blood orb, your next initiate and appose. S hemorrhage. Enhanced hemorrhage. Acolyte and appose. Enhanced decompose. Acolyte and appose. Initiate and appose. S reap. Reap. Enhanced reap. Reap. Basic.
Ooh,
Darkness.
what does Reap
Generate
do?
essence. 4 per enemy hit. 15 for a boss.
What
Sweep
does
Imperial
Reap
Scythe
do?
in front of you, dealing 3 damage. Hitting an enemy with Reap increases your damage reduction by
Yeah.
15% for 4 seconds. Shadow damage. Basic skills deal damage and are bone splinters. Basic.
Bone
Enhanced bone
splinters.
splinters. Acolyte and appose. S bone splinters. Hitting in bait reap. Bait reap. Rank 1/5. Basic. Darkness. Generate essence. 4 per
Ooh,
enemy hit,
generate
15 per boss.
essence. I like
Sweep an
that.
ethereal scythe in front of you, dealing 3 damage. Hitting an enemy with Reap increases your damage reduction by 15%. Enhanced Reap. If an enemy hit by Reap dies within 2 Reap. Rank 1 Enhanced Reap. If an enemy hit by Reap dies within 2 seconds, you gain 30% attack speed for 4. Enhanced Reap. If an enemy hit by Reap dies within 2 seconds, you gain 30% attack speed for 4 seconds. Reap. Basic skills deal Reap. Enhanced Acolyte and appose. S Reap. Reap forms a corpse under the first enemy hit. Can only occur every 4 seconds. You may only select one upgrade. Not yet learned. Enhanced Reap. Initiate and appose. S Reap. Reap instantly kills enemies below 5% life. This does not work on bosses or players. You may only select one
Wait,
upgrade.
you can kill
Not yet
players
learned.
in this game?
Decompose. Basic. Darkness. Channeled. Generate enhanced reap. If an enemy. Bone spear. Core. Bone. Reap. Rank 1/5. Basic. Darkness. Generate essence. 4 per enemy hit. 15 for a boss. Sweep an ethereal scythe in front of you, dealing 3 damage. Hitting an enemy with Reap increases your damage reduction by 15%. Enhanced decompose. Decompose now cause enhanced hemorrhage. Acolyte and appose. S hemorrhage. Initiate and appose. S bones. Enhanced bones. Bone splinters. Basic skills deal damage. Reap. Rank. Enhanced decompose. Enhanced hemorrhage. Hemorrhage. Basic. Blood. Generate essence. 13. Burst an enemy and appos. S blood. Dealing 6 damage. Hemorrhage has a 20% hemorrhage. Rank 1/5.
I like the hemorrhage.
Basic.
That sounds.
Blood.
I like that.
Generate essence. Decompose.
Huh?
Basic. Darkness. Channeled. Generate essence. Full hemorrhage. Rank 1/ hemorrhage. Basic.
6.
Acolyte and appos. S reap. Reap forms of bloodlands. Core. Blood. Acolyte and appos. S reap. Reap forms of enhanced reap. It reap. Rep reap. Rank 2/5. Reap. Rank 3/5. Basic. Darkness. Generate essence. Enhanced reap. If an enemy hit by reap dies with enhanced reap. If an enemy hit by reap dies within 2 seconds, you gain 30% attack speed for 4 seconds. Not yet.
I put reap to
Bottom
rank.
action button. Learn. Left action button. Refund. Acolyte and Apo. Supernatural. Enhanced Bloodlands. Paranormal Bloodlands. While at least 2 target. Enhanced Blood. Supernatural Bloodland. Paranormal Bloodland. Enhanced. Basic skills deal damage and hemorrhage. Enhanced. Acolyte. Paranormal Bloodlands. Imperfectly balanced. Your core skills cost 3% unliving energy. Your max Bloodlands. Core. Supernatural Blood Surge.
Sever?
Enhanced Blood Surge. Supernatural Blight. You and your mini. Enhanced Blight. Blight. Sever.
There it is.
Core. Dark Sever. Rank 1/5. Core. Darkness.
How
Essence
many
cost
should I put
20.
into Sever?
The Spectre of you charges forward and attacks with its side for 16 damage, then returns to you and attacks again for 6 damage. Sever. Rank 2/5. Core. Darkness. Essence cost 20. A Spectre of you charges forward and attacks with its side for 18 damage, then returns to you and attacks again for 7 damage. Core skill. Bloodlands. Core. Acolyte and Apo. Initiate and Apos. Decompose. Enhanced Bone Spear. Bone Spear. Core skills spend Blood Surge. Hued Flash. Tur 21. Supernatural Blood Surge. Enhanced Blood Surge. Blood Surge. Paranormal Blood Surge. Supernatural Blight. Supernatural
where did
Blood
Reap
Surge.
go?
Hued Paranormal Bloodlands. While at Enhanced Supernatural Bloodlands. Acolyte and Initiate and Apos. Decompose. Enhanced Bone Spear. Bone Spear. Core. Blood. Hued Flash. Lucky Hit. Paranormal Bloodlands. Enhanced Supernatural Bloodlands. Acolyte. Initiate and Apos. Reap. Decompose. Basic. Enhanced Reap. Bone Spear. Reap. Enhanced Reap. Reap. Reap.
There we go.
Rank 4/5. Basic. Darkness. Generate a chair. Bottom act chair. Bottom chair. Bottom character. Abilities. Left shoulder character. Pro head. Neck. Head. Chat hands. Equipped. Hide gloves. Chest. Equipped. Hide to chair. Chair. Bottom action button. Sit down. Chair. Bottom action button. Sit down. Chair. 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 Bottom action button. Sit down. Lipka. Travelers beware. Travelers beware. Deadly threat spotted nearby. Sirlina. And LT. Omgan GT. Enchilada 26. Lipka. Heal. Bottom action button. Interact.
Okay. I am standing at Litka. Okay.
And LT. Omgan GT. Enchilada 26.
Literally in the middle of trying to fill. I got 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so it's all I have.
Ricky Ulate.
Let's see.
Ricky Ulate. Kudamila. Tithe Collector. Bottom action button. You cannot do that in this area. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Skosglen, undiscovered. Skosglen, undiscovered. Torgoth 14. And LT, THW and GT, Torgoth 14. Wardrobe. Bottom action, armor, head, unequipped. Simple side. Default look. Go to shop. Find more cosmetics in the shop. And LT, THW and GT, Torgoth 14. Wardrobe. Bottom action button. Interact. Stash. The unknown hero. Set titles within profile. Attack power. Armor. And LT, THW and GT, Torgoth 14.
Okay.
Lipka, Travel, Edson 22. And LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 22. And LT, BJJ, and LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 20, and LT, BJJ and GT, Kaio Vashad, and LT, BJJ and GT, Kaio Vashad, Waypoint, UK, and LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 22. And LT, BJJ and GT, and LT, BJJ and GT, and LT, BJJ and GT, you cannot do that in the, and LT, BJJ, and LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 22. And LT, Travelers, Lipka. And LT, Omgan GT, Enchilada Travelers, and LT, BJJ and GT, Edson and LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 22. The Night Penitent. Bottom action button. Interact. And LT, BJJ and GT, Edson 22.
See what's over there.
And LT, T8, Kudamila. Tithe Collector. Bottom action button. Interact. Western Ways. Ritual 9. Essence 67%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 37%.
Whoa, she's slow.
Ice Clan Shaman. Essence 100%. That skill is not ready. Essence 64%. Ice Clan Shaman. Ice Clan Impaler. Loose Stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Essence 84%. Ritual 9. Spire of Corruption. Oppressor. Frostwing. You are already at Frostwing. Spire of Corruption. Elite. Essence Thundering Oppressor. Essence 28%. Not Thundering Oppressor. Elite. Life 90%. That skill is not ready. Essence 8%. Ice Clan Muller. Life 97%. Essence 100%. Level 4. Plus 1 skill point. Ritual 9. Essence 65%. Two-handed sword. Slain Knight Penitent. Bottom action button. Interact.
I just picked up
Essence
a two-handed
85%.
sword.
Character. Two-handed sword. Simple side. Side.
Huh?
I don't use those.
No?
No, they waste everything. You need a
Character. Simple side. Two-handed sword. Buckler. Sheep. Buckler. Profile. Head. Neck. Ring. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 62%. Arctic Bear. Life 82%. Ice Clan Marauder. Arctic Bear. Life 92%. Frostwing. Essence 61%. Ice Clan. That skill is not. Ice Clan Impaler. That skill is not ready. Essence 27%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 1%. Ritual 9. Essence 22%. Ice Clan Marauder. Chest. Bottom. Ice Clan Marauder. Harbor. Ice Clan Marauder.
Yeah.
Life 70. Life 58%. Ice Clan Shaman. Life 45%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Muller. Essence 22%. Ice Clan Muller. Life 87%. Ice Clan Impaler. Life 99. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Life 100%. Essence 100%. Class feature unlocked. Ice Clan
Level
Ice Clan
5.
Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Life 87%. That skill is not ready. Life 100%. Class feature unlock. Book of the Dead. Options button to view update. Character. Skeletal warriors. Skirmisher. Skeletal mages. Golems. Book of the Dead. You can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Bottom action button. Select upgrade. Each time you critically you can raise one additional each time you critically strike you can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Helltide Zealot.
Uh-oh.
Helltide Zealot. Helltide Zealot.
I'm in a Helltide.
Helltide Zealot.
Just in the western ways.
Apparently I'm the champion, and now I have all these champions of hell attacking.
Helltide Zealot. The Helltide has risen in multiple territories. Skittering Abomination. Skittering Abomination. Helltide Zealot. Helltide Zealot. Helltide Zealot. Essence 62%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 83%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence Ice Clan Marauder. Life 90%. Skittering Abomination. Ice Clan Mauler. Life 100%. Skittering Ice Clan. That skill is not ready. Life 89%. Skittering Abomination. Ice Clan Shaman. That skill is not ready. Essence 44%. Essence 8%. Pestilent Host. Pestilent Host. Fly Swarm. Life 100%. Crusher. That's Crusher. Crusher. Might enough. Ice Clan Marauder. That skill is not ready. Life 100%. That's Crusher. Ice Clan Marauder. Crusher. Life 90%. That's Crusher. Crusher. Ice Clan Impaler. Life 77%. Life 92%. Not enough essence to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Essence 3%. Not enough essence to use that skill. That skill is not enough essence to use that. That skill is not ready. Essence 23%. Essence 43%. Strider Shoes. Ice Clan Shaman. Ice Clan Shaman.
Where are you? There you are.
Bravac Green Trap Delete. That skill is not ready. Life 82%. Ice Clan Mauler.
Yeah?
Ice Clan Mauler. Essence 63%. Ice Clan Mauler. Ice Clan Mauler.
Okay.
Ice Clan Mauler. Essence 43%. Bravac Doom Trap Delete. Life 33%.
Oh shit.
Life 100%. Essence 100%. Level 6. That skill is not ready. Essence 67%. Short Sword. Two-handed sword. Strider's leggings. Essence 87%. Loose stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Loose stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Life 88%. Ice Clan Marauder. Life 100. Ice Clan Mauler. Essence 60%. Ice Clan Impaler. Ice Clan Impaler. Ice Clan Impaler. Essence 35%. You are already at full life. Essence 5%. That skill is not ready. Left shoulder button. Trials are not available. Party Finder. Left and LT. Shadow and Party Finder. PSN 10. Local players 12. 57. 100. Search for players. 57. 154. Smoke a Bear 93. 6. Treebeard 49. Sandmeg 20. Kelly 3. 53. Iron Duke 5000. 53. Croys 13. Fifth Thunder 33. CO2 Ballad 2. 26. Agrosip in 27. Tick 07 22. Bonos 15. Dog Pulio 98. Torgoth Neck 15. Dog 31.
Nope.
30 10. It's large. Rikiul Sorcerer. Kaio Vashad. Essence 100%.
I do not see you. Nope. That sucks.
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Season of the Malignant. Ends April 15th. Card. Visit in major options. Leave credits. Leave game. Exiting game in 9S. Left action button leave now. Right action button cancel. Ice Clan Impaler. Frostwing.
No. Did you see me?
Cassiani. Seasonal. 6. Velen. Cassiani. Start game.
Ooh, I like that name. It gave me the name Cassiani.
Ferocity is
for my brand new character.
Attack speed by 5% per stack. Ferocity.
Let's go see.
Carver. 63%.
I'm still in the Western ways.
Ice Clan Muller. Essence 7%. Not enough. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan. That skill is not ready. Ice Clan Muller. Life 90%. Ice Clan Muller. Essence. That skill is not ready. Life 100%. Not enough essence to use the. Essence 25%. Helltide Zealot. Helltide Zealot. You are already at full life. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 45%. Ice Clan Carver Lunatic. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 73%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 98%. That skill is Ice Clan Impaler. That's Frostwing. Life 80%. Skittering Abomination. Life 94%. Skittering Abomination. Skittering Abomination. Essence 73%. Ice Clan Shaman. Essence 44%.
Piss off!
Profit. That skill is not ready. Essence 24%. Essence 44%. Essence 64%.
Ooh, a chest.
Button action button. Interact. Essence 85%. Ice Clan Shaman. Essence 55%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 26%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 2%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 28%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Muller. Essence 48%. That skill is not ready. Essence 11%. Essence 31%. Marauder. Arsenic. Firebrand. Slicer. Life 82. Firebrand. Essence 51%. Firebrand. Slicer.
Okay, now the Necromancer's getting a little bit more fun.
Life 95%. That skill is not ready. Essence 45%. Is Helltide Prophet. Essence Helltide
I found the Helltide.
29%. Skittering Abomination. Helltide Prophet. Essence 8%. Slicer. Essence 29%. That skill is not ready. Essence 3%. Marauder. Essence 25%. Essence 100%. Helltide Prophet. Essence 67%. That skill is not ready. Helltide Prophet. Essence 38%. Helltide Prophet. You are Marauder. Brave War. Thundering. That skill is not ready. Essence 3%. Thundering War. Delete. Essence 23%. Thundering War. Delete. Essence 44%. Crosswind. That skill is not. Brave War. Delete. Essence 18%. Western Ways. Club. Core Venator. Container. That skill is not ready. Caravan under siege. Speak with the Helltide Prophet. Helltide Prophet. Marauder. Helltide.
Oh my god, a Helltide and a Caravan under siege?
Firebrand. Life 99%. Firebrand. Marauder. Essence 38%. Marauder. Firebrand. Essence 10%. Firebrand. Helltide Prophet. That skill is not Helltide Prophet. Firebrand. Life 89%. Firebrand. Essence 55%. Firebrand. Life 100. Firebrand. Essence 78%. Firebrand. Essence 98%. Arsonist. Arsonist. Essence 67%. That skill is not ready. Essence 36%. Helltide Prophet. Western Wood. Arsonist. Essence 12%. That skill is not ready. Frostwing. Dreadful War. Marauder. Essence 33%. Marauder. Essence 50. Essence 16%. War. Arsonist. Essence 39%. Scorcher. Tainted War. Belief. Essence 60%. Life 88%. Essence 20.
I still haven't picked up a wand though.
Tainted War. Belief. Essence 4%. Frostwing. Essence 31%. Dreadful War. Belief. Essence 8%. Dreadful War. Belief. Life Essence 29%. Life 48%. That skill is not ready. Life Essence. Life 74%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Life 87%. Essence 28%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Core Venator. Caravan under siege. Speak with the villager. Helltide Prophet. Slain villager. Bottom action button. Interact. Helltide Prophet. Essence 48%. Helltide Prophet. Helltide Prophet. Essence 68%.
Where's the villager?
Essence 89%. Villager. Bottom action button. Slicer. Villager. Mastery. Massacre the bandits. Villager. Slicer. That skill is not ready. Essence 56%. Slicer. Life 100. Essence 26%. That skill is not ready. Not enough essence. That skill is not ready. Marauder. That skill is not ready. Slicer. Marauder. That skill is not Marauder. That skill is not Slicer. Essence 1%. Marauder. Essence 22%. Marauder. That's Marauder. That skill is Marauder. Life 80. Western Ways. Essence Scorcher. Essence 100%. Marauder. Skeletal War. Marauder. That's Marauder. Essence 76%. Marauder. Life 90%. Slicer. Essence 100%. Marauder. Essence 68%. Scorcher. Western Ways. Life 91%. Marauder. Slicer. Marauder. Essence 63%. Marauder. Essence 36%. Marauder. Arsonist. Marauder. Essence 62%. Marauder.
Holy crap!
Essence 28%. Arsonist. Not enough essence to use. Essence 2%. Event complete. Caravan under siege. 918 XP. 360. Essence 23%. Western Ways. Core Venator. Essence 43%. Western Ways. Essence 63%. Vitaberry. Bottom action button. Interact. Essence 83%.
What is over here that dropped? Is it a wand? That would be great.
Orvane. Bottom action button. Interact. Strider shoes.
Oh, it's just another pair of Strider shoes. I already have those. God damn it.
Core Venator. Leather doublet.
There we go.
Containers.
Now let's go assign some skills.
Renown rewards like skill points are shared across all characters. View them in the map touch. Kaio Vashad. New Core Venator and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. Character, two-handed sword. Buckler. Strider shoes, vigorous short sword. Two-handed sword, strider's legging, vigorous club. Evasive strider shoes. Wise strider shoes, wise leather doublet. Vigorous. Vigorous short sword, two-handed sword. Strider's leggings, vigorous club. Magic mate, skeletal warriors. Skirmisher. Skeletal mages. Golems. Book of the Dead. You can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Defenders. Durable shield bearers with 15% and LT, LGBT. Skirmishers. You can raise one additional skirmisher. Defenders. Durable shield bearers with 15% increased life. Upgrade and LT, LGBTQ and skirmishers. Sword wielding skeletal minions that deal 30% increased damage but have 15% reduced life. Upgrades. You can defenders. Durable shield bearers with
I get skirmishers and defenders. Which ones should I be
bearers with 15% increased life.
doing?
Upgrades. Every 6 seconds your skeletal defenders taunt enemies. Skeletal skirmishers. Sword wielding skeletal minions that deal 30% increase. You can raise one addition each time you critic your and LT, LGBT each and skirmishers and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. You can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Bottom action button. Select upgrade. You can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Each time you critically strike, your skirmishers, warriors and appos, next attack critically strikes and deals 50% bonus and LT, LGBT. Each time you critically strike, your you can raise skirmishers. You can raise one additional skirmisher warrior. Each time you your critical strike chance is increased by 10%, but you can know abilities. Left shoulder
Okay,
button.
how many points do I have to assign
Available
here?
points. 7.
7.
Keyword search. Top supernatural bone spear. Bone spear deals 40% more over. Decompose. Basic. Darkness. Channeled. Generate essence, 14 per second. Tear the flesh from an enemy, dealing 5 damage per second and forming a and LT, LGBTQ. Enhanced reap. If an enemy hit by reap dies within 2 seconds, you gain 3rd reap. Rank 4/5.
What do I do now?
Darkness. Generate essence and LT, LGBTQ and GT.
I don't really
26.
like reap though.
And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. Normie 49, 100 and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26.
Okay.
And LT, LGBTQ and GT, and LT, LGBTQ and GT, and LT, and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi, and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Numi 26.
Okay.
NLT, LGBTQ and GT, Muni 26.
Okay.
Enhanced
What
reap.
do I do here? Reap.
Rank 4 reap. Rank 5/5. Enhanced reap. If an enemy hit by reap, basic skills deal bone splinters, and LT, enhanced hemorrhage, and LT, and bones, dreadful blood mist. You gain 5 bone split, enhanced bone splinter, acolyte and apos, S bone splinters. Titan and LT, corpse and damp, macabre skills control the battle and manipulate the deceased.
Is that the one I had?
And LT, LGBTQ and GT, and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Muni 26. 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 And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Muni 26.
Where is the stupid skill tree that I need? Okay.
Corpse explosion. Corpse and
Ooh, corpse
macabre skills,
explosion.
Corpse explosion. Corpse. Corruption. Detonate a corpse. Dealings fueled by death. You deal
Fueled by
3%
death.
increased damage
Ooh,
for
I
6
like
seconds
that
after
sound.
consuming a corpse. Not enhanced corpse explosion. Bone spear. Core. Core skills. And LT. Bone spear. And LT. LGBTQ. Paranormal bone spear. Bone spear has 5 bone core skills. Blood surge. Core. Enhanced blood surge. Blood surge heals you for 3.0%. Blood surge. Core. And LT. LGBTQ and GT. New blood surge. Rank 1/5. Core. Blood. Essence cost 30. Draw blood from enemies. Blood surge. Core. Blood. Essence cost.
I'm just
30.
trying to figure
Draw
out
blood from
how I
enemies,
had.
dealing 1 damage.
I'm
and
trying to
expel
figure out
blood
what I
nova,
should do
dealing
here
6
with this.
damage. Blood surge and apos. S Nova damage is increased by 5% per enemy drained, up to 50%. Physical damage. Enhanced blood surge. And LT.
I've got
LGBTQ,
7
and
more
LT,
points to
LGBT,
spend.
Paranormal blood surge. If an enemy is damaged by blood surge and apos, S Nova while you
Yeah.
are healthy. Supernatural blood surge. Each time an enemy is hit by enhanced blood surge. Blood surge heals you for blood surge.
What do I
Core.
do with?
Use
Do I
imperfectly
keep my
balanced.
reap or no?
Imperfectly balanced. Your core, unlike Bloodlands. Core. Basic skills deal damage and are always available to cast. Reap. Rank 5/5. Enhanced reap. If an enemy hit by reap dies within 2 seconds, you gain 30% attack speed for 4 seconds. Not yet learned. Bottom action button. Learn. Left action button. Refund. And LT, LGBTQ and GT, Muni 26.
Basically, mana pools that they draw from.
And LT, LGBTQ and GT,
Yeah.
Muni 26. And
Reap
LT,
is out of the darkness
LGBTQ and
category.
and LT, LGBTQ and GT, Muni
But
26.
what I would do is I would go to Bloodbone. Or
Bone spear.
Bloodlance.
Core.
Bloodlands,
Bone. Core
okay.
skills spend blood surge.
That's
Core
where you
skills spend
basically throw a
blood
gigantic
enhanced blood
stick
surge.
at them.
Paranormal blood. Supernatural blight. Enhanced blight. Blight. Core. Blood surge. Core skills spend bone spear. And enhanced bones. And LT. Enhanced basic skills deal damage and ghastly blood mist. Sever. And LT. Ghastly dreadful blood mist. You gain 15% blood mist. Blighted corpse explosion. Supernatural. Paranormal sever. Paranormal blight. Blight has and LT. Blight. And LT. Blood surge. Core. And LT. And paranormal blood surge. Enhanced blood surge. Blood surge. Core skills spend resource. Bone spear. Core. Enhanced bones. Basra 20. Ghastly blood mist.
You
Dreadful
said blood mist,
You gain
right?
15% critical strike. Ghastly blood mist.
Bloodlands,
Blood mist is
sorry.
enhanced blood mist. Casting. Blood mist. Corpse and damp. Macabrous. Blood mist. Blighted corpse explode. Supernatural sever. Iron maiden.
I just saw Bloodlands. Where the fuck is it?
Paranormal bloodlands.
There it is.
Flavy. Enhanced bloodlands. After casting, basic skills deal damage. Reap. Rank 5. Enhanced decompose. Enhanced hammer. Initiate and apos. Bone meal 1. Initiate and apo. Acolyte and reap. Rank Ruby 43. Enable. Reap. Hemorrhage. Basic. Blood. Generate. Reap. Coyote. Decompose. Bone splinters. Rizzle 60. 13. Bone spear. Core. Bone. Essence cost 20. Blight. Core. Sever. Blood surge. Bloodlands.
There it
Rizzle
is.
60. 13.
I heard you say that twice.
Abilities. Bloodlands. Core. Bloodlands. Rank 1.
Okay, what should I
5.
put? Ow!
Core.
What should I
Blood.
put Bloodlands
Essence
to?
cost 15. Throw a Bloodlands that lingers in an enemy for 3 seconds. Bloodlands. Rank 2
2, 3,
Bloodlands.
4,
Bloodlands.
5.
Rank 5/5. Core.
Now I have
Blood.
2 more.
Essence cost 15. Rizzle 60. 13. Rizzle 60. Unliving energy. Your maximum. Bloodlands. Rizzle. Basic skills deal damage and are always read. Rizzle 6. Bone spear. Core. Paranormal bones. Ghastly blood mist. Dreadful blood. Supernatural blight. Enable. Blood. Sever. Bone prison. Corpse. Bloodlands. Rank 5/5. Core. Hemorrhage. Blood surge. Corpse explosion. Bloodlands. Rank 5. Corpse tendrils. Bloodlands. Rank. Rizzle 6. Sever. Ranked. Blood surge. Corpse. Rizzle 60. Blood. Hemorrhage. Rizzle 60. 13. Reap. Hemorrhage. Basic. Blood. Reap. Deep bone splinters. Bone spear. Blight. Sever. Blood surge. Bloodlands. Rank. Corpse tendrils.
Enhanced bloodlands, is that it?
Corruption. Cooldown. Blood. Hemorrhage. Abilities. Initiate and appos. Hemorrhage. Basic skills deal. Bone split. Rizzle 60. 13. Blood mist. Blighted corpse explosion. Plague corpse explosion. Fueled by death. Corpse. Titan and Apo. Rizzle 60. 13. Spiked armor. Tight. Necrotic fortitude. Lucky hit. Blood mist. Macabre. Enhanced blood mist. Dreadful blood mist. You gain 15% critical strike chance and 10% critical strike. And out. Enhanced blight. Blight. Core. Enhanced sever. Severed blood surge. Core. Core skills spend reset. Bone spear. Core. Enhanced paranormal bone spear. Enhanced bone spear. Dreadful blood mist. You gain 5 bone splinters. Enhanced hemorrhage. Initiate and appos. S hemorrhage. Initiate and appos. S bone splinter. Enhanced bone splint. And LT. Clo. Blood mist. Macabre. Corpse and amp. Bone prison. Transfusion. Gruesome men. Enhanced. Amplify damage. Decrepify. Enhanced decrepify. Amplify damage. Night Bearer 50. Death and appos. S embrace. Billy May share. Blighted corpse explosion. And blood mist. Necrotic fortitude. Titan and appos. S fall.
Yeah, I cannot find enhanced bloodlands.
Corpse and amp. Enable. Hemorrhage. Blood surge. Bloodlands. Rank 5/5.
Bloodlands, right there.
Core. Blood. And LT.
And I've got
Dad
it
and GT.
at
Dante
5.
20 and LT.
Yeah, you
Dad
have
and
to-
GT.
it's-
Dante
it's
20
here,
and
give
LT.
me.
Dad and GT. Dante 28. 100. Left shoulder button. And LT. 2 grams 1. Character. 2-handed sword. Abilities. Left shoulder. Bloodlands. Base. Hemorrhage. Enhanced bones. Bone spear. Reap. Enhanced reap. Enhanced reap. Acolyte and appos. And LT. Hughes Ufrux 60.
There,
37.
now you're set.
Okay.
And
And
LT.
what I do
2
is
grams 1 cent and GT. Billy May share 18.
Roll my finger from X to square to attack.
Okay.
And LT. 2 grams 1 cent and
For
GT. Billy May
Bloodlands,
share
it's,
18. And LT. Blade and GT.
triangle.
Bone
Why
meal 2.
is summon not in the right spot? Here, give me.
I don't know how to assign summon.
It was already assigned.
Where was it
Character.
assigned
2.
to?
Disabled.
Automatically.
Current
It's
abilities.
automatically
Enable.
assigned to
Bloodlands.
triangle.
Rank 5. Core. Iron Maiden. Bone Golem. Ray Skeleton. Minion. Summon. Summon a skeleton from a corpse to fight for you. If all of your skeletons have been summoned, raise abilities. Bone splinters. Enhanced hammer. Enhanced acolyte and enhanced decompose. Bone
right
spear.
here,
Reap. Reap. Enhanced hemorrhage. Decompose. Decompose. Rank 1/5. Basic. Darkness. Channeled. Generate essence. 14 per second. Tear the flesh from an enemy. Enhance bone spear. Character. 2
I don't
skeletal
know what
abilities.
you did.
Left skeletal warriors.
Oh,
Your
you've
critical
got them
strike.
set to
Each time
sacrifice.
you
That's why.
critically strike.
Oh.
Your skirm
When you
defenders.
sacrifice them, that means your damage output goes up, but you don't get to have them.
Oh. So I did that wrong.
Character.
Okay.
2 abilities. Left
Just
shoulder
always
button.
go for the second one
Supernatural
with
bones.
those.
The
Decompose.
defenders?
Rank
No,
1/5.
always go for the second
Basic.
tier over
Darkness.
on them.
Channeled.
When the
Generate
Reapers
essence.
unlock,
14
go
per
to
second.
Reapers and go
Tear
to
the flesh
go
from
to
an
the
enemy.
middle.
Deal 5 damage per second, informing a user.
Because they tear flesh.
Unliving. Hued flesh. Bloodlands. Enhanced. Bloodland. Basic. Decompose. Reap. Reap. Skeletal warriors. And LT. Golden GT. Flabby. Ability. Enable. Braid. Pepper. Army. Ray skeleton. Minion. Summon.
Bloodlands.
Ray skeleton. Bones. Iron. Bloodlands. Rank. Blood hemorrhage. Reap. Sever.
There. So you're all set with square X R2
Okay.
is all
Sever.
of those.
Rank 2/5.
And then triangle to
Darkness.
summon.
Essence cost.
And then you
abilities.
just hold that down,
Left
right?
And
shoulder
that
button.
summons like 4 skeletons from corpses. Here. And I recharge them every once in a while, and it actually causes damage when you recharge them.
Okay.
To the, yeah.
Domino 10.
And there's little tiny circles. There's little tiny
Left shoulder
sub
button.
ones
Right shoulder button.
that'll say like strength for skeletons and stuff, and if
Okay.
You want to assign those?
Fractured peaks. Fractured peaks.
So we're not on the same server, huh?
Yep. I look for you on
Undiscovered.
social everywhere. Can't find you.
Domino 10. Domino 10.
Back.
Mojo 60. 160. Core Benator. Domino 10. Core Benator. Button action button. Interact. Rare and legendary items can be tempered to gain custom affixes from temper manuals.
Nope. I've got Blitz, Brown Whale,
Core Benator.
Fat Sloth,
Mm.
Zeus, Lucy. You probably don't have any of those people in your
No.
Arsonist. Arsonist. Marauder. Firebrand. Essence 51%. Firebrand. Essence 70. Firebrand. Life 67%. Firebrand. Essence 51%. Essence 23%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Firebrand. Containers. Essence 43%. Essence 63%. Containers. Marauder. Life 55%. Marauder. Life 78%. Crosswing. Life 91%. Essence 30. Firebrand. Life 77. Essence 5%. Not enough essence to use. Life 90%. That skill is not ready. Life Arsonist. Life 89%. Firebrand. Firebrand. Not enough essence to use that skill. Life 100%. Firebrand. Essence 26%.
Hey, cool.
Essence 46%.
My skeletons just killed the arsonist.
Essence 66%. Arsonist. Essence 87%. Arsonist. Essence 60%. Arsonist. Essence 31%. That skill is not ready. Not enough essence to use that skill. Western ways. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 4%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 24%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 4%. Not enough essence to Ice Clan Shaman. Ice Clan Shaman. Ice Clan Muller. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 24%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 45%. Essence 65%. Essence 85%. Kaio Vashad. Market boxes. Button action button. Interact. Barb Kudamila. Tithe collector. Button action button. Interact. Akasha 19 and LT. Soft and G and LT. BJB and GT. Bjornul for 13. Chbaeza 35. Chbaeza and LT. Riata and GT. Chbaeza 35. And LT. SQC and GT. Agate 26. Vashalko. Button action button. Remill. Button action button. Interact. Select difficulty. Select Priest Guard Boza. Button action button. Interact. East Gatehouse.
Now I'm going to the East Gatehouse because I have not been here with that character.
Eastern Plain. Shattering Frostwing. Shattering Frostwing. Delete. Essence 62%. That skill is not ready. Essence Nightmare Frostwing. Light 90%. Light 100%. Frostwing. Nightmare Frostwing. Delete. Nightmare Frostwing. Delete. Light 90%. Light 80%. Light 90%. Light 100%. Nightmare Frostwing. Delete. Light 90%. Shivering Frostwing. Delete. Light 100%. Shivering Frostwing. Shivering Frostwing. Shattering Frostwing. Delete. Club. Fur-lined mitts.
Fur-lined mitts. Sounds nice.
Apprentice and Appos. Cool. Revenant. Revenant. Essence 53%. Life 87%. Frost. Revenant. Revenant. Frostwing. Essence 74%. Frostwing. Light. Frost. Revenant. Life. Essence. Life 85. Life 100%. Essence 100%. Containers. Essence 80%. Frostwing. 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 That. Frostwing. Essence 48%. Essence 11%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 31%. Essence 52%. Essence 72%. Vampire Bat. Vampire Bat. Essence 42%. Cool. Essence 67%. Vampire Bat. Cool. Essence 87%. Bone Warrior Captain. Bone Warrior Captain. Bone Warrior Captain. Light 90%. Bone Warrior Archer. Light 100%. Bone Warrior Captain. Essence 52%. Cool. Bone Warrior Cool. Bone Warrior Quartzak. Cool. That's cool. Essence 98%. Cool. Essence 62%. Bone Warrior Quartzak. Essence 35%. Core Rohaven. Event joined.
Ooh, an event.
Cool.
Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Essence 6%. Cool. Not enough essence to use that skill. Cool. Not enough essence to use that skill. You are already at full life. Essence 26%. Cool. Slay as many enemy waves as you can before time runs out. 0. Essence 2%. Tainted Revenant. Cool. Essence 50%. Essence 70%. Cool. Minion. Essence Tainted Revenant. Delete. Light 50. Light Tainted Revenant. Delete. Light 41. Cool. Essence. Cool. Minion. Essence 91%. Essence 6. That skill is not ready. You have died. You will lose 10%
come on.
ability when you revive at checkpoint. Tainted Revenant. Light 100%. Essence 100%. Shiver. Cool. Light 90%. Cool. Light 100%. Cool. Essence 82%. Cool. Light 84%. Light 73%. Revenant. Light 74. Light 84%. Revenant. Light 96%. Essence. Light 80%. Revenant. Gallervine. Revenant. Essence 73%. Light 63%. That skill is not ready. Revenant. Light 100%. Blood Magus. Bone Warrior Archer. Bone Warrior Captain. That skill is not ready. Essence 57. Light. Essence 78%. Revenant. Essence 50%. Revenant. Light 100%. Revenant. Essence 14%. That skill is not cool. Not enough essence to use that skill. Hollow Tree. Bottom action button. Interact. Cool. Essence 34%. Revenant. Essence 55%. Blue Stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Essence 75%. Essence 44%. Cool. Essence 14%. That's not enough essence to use that skill. Wanderer and Apo. Essence 35%. Fool. Revenant. Essence 59%. Essence 29%. Fool. Bone warrior corpse at. Not enough essence to use, but still. Fool. Bone warrior. Fool. Life 86%. Fool. Life 99%. Bone warrior corpse axe. Essence 55%. Essence 75%. Essence 95%. Revenant.
Die, asshole!
Is not ready. Life 97%. Essence 62%. Essence 82%. Fool. Loose. Fool. Vampire bat. Fool. Containers. That's the fool. Vampire containers. Fool. Revenant. Essence 62%. Revenant. Essence 84%. Revenant. Containers. Vampire bat.
Alright, Necromancer, alright. I see you.
Essence 62%. Fool. Life 70. Shivering Bone Warrior Captain. Believe. Essence 74%. Life 40. Essence life 35%. Shivering Bone Warrior Captain. Essence 88%. That skill is not ready. Life 70%. Shivering Bone Warrior Captain. Minion. Life 100%. Mirroring Bone Warrior Archer. Believe. Essence Bone Warrior Captain. Minion. Essence Shivering Bone Warrior Captain. Essence 100%. Bone Warrior Captain. Minion. Essence 72%. Shivering Bone Warrior Captain. Essence 57%. Life 80%. Bone Warrior Archer. Life 91%. Bone Warrior Archer. Minion. Essence 98%. Bone Warrior Archer. Minion. Bone Warrior Archer. Minion. Life 70%. Life 85%. Life 95%. Bone Warrior Archer. Essence 67%. Life 85%. Bone Warrior Archer. Shocking Bone Warrior Archer. Minion. Life 97. Essence 69%. Shocking Bone Warrior. Fool. Shocking Bone Warrior Archer. Fool. Vampire bat. Essence 96%.
Fuck off!
Fool. Essence 73%. Tiny healing potion upgrade unlocked. Essence 94%. Containers. Bone Warrior Captain. Vampire bat. Bone Warrior Captain.
Excuse me, I would like to pick up the stuff that dropped, thank
Bone
you.
Warrior Captain. Essence 68%. Bone Warrior Captain. Drifter and Appos. Essence 88%. Loose stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Loose stone. Bottom action button. Interact. Containers. Task. Bottom action button. Interact. Strider's tunic. Claymore.
Ooh, a claymore.
Bone Warrior Archer. Essence 65%. Essence 43%. Essence 63%. Revenant. Cool. Essence 83%. Revenant. Essence 49%. Cool. Bone Warrior. Life 8. Bone Warrior. Life Bone Warrior. Essence 93%. Revenant. Bone Warrior. Revenant. Life 82%. Essence 57%. Bone Warrior Cold Sax. Essence 77%. Hollow Tree. Bottom action button. Interact. Essence 98%. World boss spawning soon in Mahantu. World boss spawning soon in Fractured Peaks. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder. Cool. Essence 66%. Revenant. Light Revenant. Essence 86. Light 53%. Revenant. Light 65%. Revenant. Light 70. Revenant. Essence 83%. Revenant. Essence 56%. That's Revenant. Cool. Essence 78%. Cool. Essence 40. Cool. Essence 61%. Cool. Essence 8. Cool. Essence 44%. Essence 64%. Cool. Essence 84%. Cool. Essence 62%. Essence 82%.
Ooh.
Treasure
Goblin!
Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 60%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 32%. Not enough essence to use. Treasure Goblin. Loose Stone. Bottom action button. Essence 8%. Treasure Goblin. Ice Clan Loose Stone. Ice Clan. Treasure. That skill is not ready. Crimson 45. Not enough essence to use that tool. Not enough essence to use that skill. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 29%. Bone Warrior Archer. 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 Essence 7%. That skill is not ready. Buy the berry. Bottom action button. Interact. Essence 27%. Essence 48%. Essence 68%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. That's Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 33%. And LT, Nerds and GT, Crimson 45. Gallovine. Bottom action button.
Oh god, there's people around me.
Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 5%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 57%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Muller. Life 87%. Ice Clan Muller. Essence 81%. Ice Clan Muller. Life 77%. Ice Clan Muller. Ice Clan Impaler. Ice Clan Impaler. Cool. Ice Clan Shaman. Minion. Essence 57%. That skill is not ready. Life 43%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 70. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence 99%. Life 37%. Ice Clan Marauder. Life 70%. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Life 95%. Ice Clan Marauder. Essence Ice Clan Marauder. That skill is not ready. Ice Clan Marauder. Minion. Life 93%. Ice Clan Marauder. Minion. Ice Clan Shaman. Ice Clan Marauder. Minion. That skill is not ready. Ice Clan Marauder. Life cool.
Exploding on me? How dare you?
Cool. Life 84%. Cool. Ice Clan Impaler. That skill is not ice. Cool. Essence 60. Ice Clan Marauder. Life 74%. Ice Clan Marauder. Now dash Shadow Touch. Borrow Blink Swift. Delete. Essence 87%. You are out of heal. Life 15%.
Oh no!
Essence 13. You have died. You will lose 10% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint.
No
Life 100%.
potions.
Essence 100%. Harder Limited. Essence 67%. Harder. Life 78%. Harder. Life 91%. That skill is not ready. Essence 45%. Wraith. Essence 65%. Carver's Wraith. Carver. That skill is Carver. Carver. Wraith. 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 Carver Shaman. Carver. Essence 33%. That skill is not ready. Carver. Wraith. 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 Carver. Wraith. Essence 9%. Wraith. Essence 30%. Wraith. 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 Not enough essence. You are already at full life. Essence 5%. Wraith. Essence 25%. Essence 45%. Carver Shaman. Carver Shaman. Essence 69%. Carver Shaman. Carver Shaman. Essence 90%. Carver. Life 80%. Carver. Essence 62%. That skill is not ready. Life 93%. Containers. Wait. 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 Essence 38%. Essence 6%.
Okay. Necromancer's a little bit more difficult to use.
Essence 26%. Event joined. Defiled ground. Slate Wraith. Essence 46%. Wraith. Essence 12%. Wraith. Not enough essence to use that skill. Carver Overseer. Life 83%. Carver Overseer. Essence 33%. Essence 61%. Wraith. Essence 83%. Essence 52%. Wraith. Life 96%. Wraith. Defiled ground. Slay the channelers to disrupt their ritual. Essence 22%. Wraith. That skill is not ready. Essence 42%. Wraith. Essence 63%. Wraith. That skill is not Wraith. Essence 38%. Wraith. Essence 12%. Ghost Construct. Delete. Essence 32%. Wrathful Phantom. Essence 52%. That skill is not ready. Wrathful Phantom. Life 84%. Wrathful Phantom.
Go
Essence
forth,
64%.
skeletons!
Wrathful Phantom. Essence 84%. Wrathful Phantom. Wraith. Essence 62%. Wrathful Phantom. Wraith. Life 72%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Wraith. Life 100%. Essence 23%. Carver Shaman. Essence 44%. That's Carver. Essence 14 for Wraith. Essence 35%. Wrathful Phantom. Wraith. That skill is not ready. Essence 55%. Essence 76%. Essence 96%. The crew world boss spawning soon in Mahantu. Wandering Death. World boss joined. Wandering Death.
Uh-oh. I've just joined a world boss.
Steel Bear 52. That skill is not and LT, WKM and GT.
Eastern Plain?
GT, Ducky 15. Zake and LT, Svi and GT, and LT, Svi and GT, Cam 9. And LT, Svi and GT, Ducky 15. And LT, Dad and Abogazorak, and Abogazorak 34. Abogazorak 34. Abogazorak 34. Abogazorak 34. Sharnik 6.
Oh. Let's see what's happening here.
Trap soul. Trap soul.
Trapped soul. There's like a whole bunch of people just like waiting. Eastern Plain, I believe. Yeah. No.
And LT, SV and GT, and LT, SV and LT, SV and GT, Cam 9. And LT, SV and LT, SV and GT, and LT, SV and GT, Cam 9. And LT, Dad and GT, Dante 30, 108. And LT, Dad and GT, Zakid 60, 10. And LT, Dad and GT, Zakid 60, 10. And LT, Dad and GT, Zakid 60, 10. And LT, Dad and GT, Zakid 60, 10.
I've passed, I'm in,
And
where
LT,
am I?
Dad and GT,
Core,
Steel Bear 52.
not Core Benatar.
And LT, Dad and GT, Steel Bear 52.
It's called The Wandering Death. I don't know. It doesn't say.
10. Left shoulder button. Chapter, The Art of Introduction Quests. Healing Potion Upgrading. Objective. Speak with Verica. Alchemy Chapter, Campaign.
Oh, if my other necro is. It's called The Wandering Death World Boss Event.
Character, Butler. Two-handed, vigorous club. Two-handed, Butler. Profile. Wardrobe. Head. Chest. Equipped. Hand. And LT. And LT. Ring. And LT. Offhand. And LT. Main hand. Equipped. And LT. And GT. Off. Main hand. Equipped. Simple side. Character, 2, Cavalry Agent. Rare gloves. 1, Vigorous Apprentice and Appos, S wand. Magic wand, simple side. Side. 20 item power, Dominion Serpent. Rare gloves. 129 item power. 10 armor, plus 8. Hide gloves. Infused Drifter and Appos, S tunic. Magic chest armor. 137, Hide tunic. Chest armor. Vigorous Strider's tunic.
You're in Fractured
Magic
Peak?
chest, Wise Claymore. The Hell Tide has risen in multiple territories. Defeat Wandering Death, and LT, and GT, and LT, and LT.
Oh
and
god,
GT,
here it
that
is.
skill is not ready. And LT, and LT, and LT, and GT, Ducky 15. And LT, and GT, Dante 30, and LT, and LT, and LT, and LT, and GT, and LT, and GT, Dante 30, and LT, and GT, and LT, and GT, Dante 30, 108. Essence 30, that skill is not ready. Life 98, Essence 23%. NLT, and not enough Essence 3%.
Oh god.
71%. Not enough NLT, that and GT, Dante, not enough essence to use the life 100%. You are already at NLT, that and GT, Dante NLT, that and GT, Dante 30, NLT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. Life 83%, NLT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. Essence 64, NLT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. Essence 85%. And LT, and LT,
Oh,
and
shit.
LT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. Essence 61%. And LT, that and GT, that skill is not ready. Life, Essence 55%. And LT, and LT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. That skill is not, and LT, Kai's and GT, the Babos 30. Essence 97%. That skill is not ready. Essence 75%. And LT, that and GT, Dante 30, 108. Essence 96%. And LT, that and GT, Dante 30, you have died. You will lose 10% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. And LT, C and GT, and LT, C and GT, can now. Life 100%.
Yeah.
That skill is not ready. Essence 60%. You are already at full life. Essence 39%. Essence 17%. You are already at full. That skill is not ready. Not enough essence to use that skill. You are already at full life. Essence 38%. Focus Orac 34. Essence 58%. Essence 34%. Essence 55%. You are already at full life. Essence 76%. Essence 52%. Essence 28%. Essence 49%. You are already at full life. Essence 69%. Essence 89%. Essence 58%. Essence 79%. Essence 99%. Essence 63%. Essence 83%. Essence 52%. Essence 73%. You are already at full life. Essence 93%.
This is the first time I've ever done a world boss before. And I'm not even doing it with my good character.
Essence 63%. You are already at full life. Essence 84%. Essence 61%. Essence 82%. 27%. Essence 26%. Essence 46%. Essence 66%. Essence 43%. Essence 64%. Essence 85%. Essence 62%. Essence 33%. Essence 12%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Not enough essence to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 33%. Essence 54%. You are already at full life. Essence 75%. Essence 95%. Essence 73%. Essence 52%. Essence 72%. Essence 93%. Essence 65%.
Is that your hardcore character?
Essence 86%. Essence 65%. Essence 34%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 55%.
And I think I'm the only one that's still here.
Essence 76%.
I think everybody else fucked off.
Essence 96%. Essence 63%. Essence 30%. You are already at full life. Essence 5%. Essence 26%. Essence 46%. Don't accept Essence 66%. Life 83%. Essence 87%. That skill is not ready. You have died. You will lose 10% equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. And LT, and LT, and LT, and GT, Dante 30, 108. That skill is not ready. Essence 62%. Essence 83%. Adult is at 34. Essence 59%. Essence 35%. Essence 56%. Essence 76%. That skill is not ready. Essence 97%. Essence 75%. Character, Butler. Shield, Simple Side. Cavalry Agent. Hide Gloves. Essence 96%. Essence 64%. Essence 36%. Essence 9%. Not enough essence to use that skill. Essence 29%. Essence 50%. Essence 71%. Essence 47%. That skill is not ready. Essence 68%. Essence 88%. Essence 67%. Essence 38%. Essence 15%. Not enough essence to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Essence 36%. Essence 56%. Essence 70, essence 39%, essence 10%. That skill is not ready. And LT, that in GT, not and LT, that in GT, steel bear 52. New notification. Trophy earned. Press the PS button for details. And LT, and LT, and LT, and LT, and LT, that in GT, and LT, and LT, and LT, and LT, and LT, that in GT, Dante 30, you are already at full life. One scattered prism. And LT, that in GT, Dante 31, 108. Ring, and codex, and drift, and LT, that, and LT, right, left, bottom action button, inspect ducky. No play, invite to open, zoom, empty, leave, hello, inspect ducky, hello, leave dungeon, hello.
Greetings.
Reward unlock, and LT, that in GT, Dante 31, 108. And LT, that in drifter, and LT, drifter and appos, S gloves, side, short sword.
Greeting. We won! We won! Yay! I got
character 2 buckler
a short
shield,
sword,
two-handed sword and LT but striders and LT strider shoes hide gloves simple side
a scythe,
rare gloves what vigorous short sword
a short
vigorous
sword,
short sword vigorous club Y side magic two-handed side.
Oh, a magic two-handed side.
27 damage per second. Vigorous club.
I have a
magic
wand
mace,
now.
94 item power. 12 damage per second.
And a magic mace.
13 damage per hit. Vigorous apprentice and appos. S wand. Vigorous two-handed sword. Buckler. Shield. Strider shoes. Vigorous short sword. Two-handed sword. Strider's leggings. Pants. 70 vigorous club. Evasive strider shoes. Magic hide boots. Y strider shoes. Magic boots. Wise leather doublet. Magic chest. Infused drifter and appos. S tunic. Wise leather vigorous club. Two-handed sword. Profile. Two-hand cavalry agent. Rare gloves. Simple side. Hide gloves. Hide tunic. Vigorous strider's tunic. Wise claymore. Magic two-handed sword. 104 Amazon band of voracious rage. Corruption incantation. Rare focus. 144 item power. Buckler. Shield. Corruption incantation. Rare focus. 144 item power. 14 damage per second plus 14. 10 height. Buckler. Shield. 20 item power. Hide boot. Y strider shoes. Direct damage includes all damage dealt to enemies that is not from damage over time effects. Kyovashad. World the Crucible. Bottom action button.
Oh, it was in the Crucible.
World boss spawning soon in Fractured Peaks.
And there's another
NLT,
world boss in
2 grams,
Fractured
1
Peaks.
And LT, 2 grams 1 cent and GT, Fagodosic and LT, 2 grams 1 cent, Kyovashad, Waypoint, The Night Penitent, bottom action button, interact, and LT, 2 grams 1 and LT, LTOGS and GT, Seka 25, and LT, LTOGS and GT, Seka 25. Holy Decree. Bottom action button. Zivuk. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Salvage. Directly. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Repair. Equipped. 159 gold. Item repaired. All items. 4 gold.
Anything breaks.
Character. Two-handed sword. Two-handed sword. 50 item power. 20 damage per second. Minus 6. 16-24 damage per hit. 1.00 attacks per second. Plus 4.2% critical strike damage. Requires level 4. Sell value, 132 gold. Durability, 100/100. Bottom action button. Equip. Top action button. Hide comparison. Left action button.
Alright. I'm sore. I'm gonna end here. Toe.
Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Season of the Malignant. End. Skosglen. Fractured Peaks. Trials are not. And out. Right action button close. Card. Option. Game dot. Leave game.
Ugh, but I will be
Cassiani. Seasonal. 11.
Oh wow, I'm level 11 on that. I've got a level 11 and a level 14.
Grunalda. Eternal. 84.
And then Grunalda. Alright. I am going to go to bed. I will be back tomorrow. will do a YouTube stream. Probably in the supper time hour, maybe by then, because you guys, that seems to be the good time for everybody. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Thank you for watching. Buy a mug, all that, become a Patreon. All the links are there in the description. Thank you for watching.